It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Hopefully, we have no glitches. We have no problems going on technically like we had last night. But this thing here is bad. Apple Maps bad. And I'm going to say some things that's going to be quite shocking to you. And this lawsuit basically confirms everything that we've been saying in the past and everything now. But a lot of things that I'm about to say is not gonna go the way you think. Because what you guys don't realize, a lot of you don't. A lot of people want to see, and this is what I just talked about with Will Smith and Brother Bilal. Do you think this is a coincidence? Brother Bilal said the very same things that was in this lawsuit. He said there's other people in this industry who I've known, who I've seen at these parties that actually have said these things to him. Now, Cassie is singing a song that many women can sing in this industry. But he said, Brother Bilal pointed out in his interview that all of these women, all these people are addicted to fame. They want to be famous. They have no idea what really transpires in the industry and they want a piece of it. That's all they know. They want a piece. And they don't care how that piece comes. They want the piece. So now, in order to succeed, they need to be successful. They need to have it. And they're willing to go to anything than to go back to where they come from. They would do anything. They would compromise anything. Now, Brother Bilal said that they would tape. He accused the Smiths of taping people, having them take things out of their house so they could film it or get them doing sexual acts and film them. So if they ever tried to do anything, they would say, hey, you were caught stealing. We got you on tape. We got you this and this and this, and you did this. We have these things to hold against you, which is entrapment. But this happens in the upper echelon of things. We've seen this happen with I want to say those super rich, if you want to call them the super rich. They did these acts for many of years, and no one ever said anything about it. Oh, thank you, Outlaw. I will hit the like button and subscribe. And definitely, everybody hit the like button and subscribe because things is going to get crazy. That's right. She was in a contract with Diddy. She signed an NDA. She was with Diddy. They had a contract, they had a deal. And the deal was he was to manage her career, and her career was him. That was her job. Diddy was her job. They're a brand, they're an item. And this is where it was going to go. She had her chance to leave and go. And when she was working with Drake, Drake was out there. She wanted to be with Drake and go down that road. And this is what led to Drake and Diddy having a fight. Well, Diddy's been having a lot of fun with women. And now this is when I told you before yesterday that when the blood is in the water, the sharks are going to show up. The sharks are, and they're going to show up when the blood's in the water. With all this Tupac stuff going on, everybody's been running Diddy name and the dirt, murder for hire, and all kind of craziness. That even though Diddy ain't got nothing to do with what happened with Tupac whatsoever, because him and Tupac and Biggie and all of that, oh, he knew him and all this, they gonna run that into the ground. But Cassie left Diddy not once, but twice. And when she left twice, there was a crazy ordeal the first time she left. Because she left, she had went to work with Drake. Drake was gonna help her out on her album. Diddy allegedly stopped that album. He called Drake outside, and James Prince had to get involved. It made things very uncomfortable to where Diddy had to call Drake and apologize for said infractions. But it gets even more crazy. Drake still wrote and put out his diss track on Diddy. Take that, take that. Yeah. So he wrote a diss track on Puffy that I'm quite sure y'all heard. Anybody mess with Cassie, you were gonna have to deal with Diddy. Diddy has a very short temper, as you know, with his kettlebell situation. Going upside your head with a kettlebell. Diddy don't play. He from Harlem. Now, the thing is that she said that Puffy R-worded her repeatedly, physical abuse, abused her, and throughout their relationship, right? Now, he was sued in federal court by Cassie, and in this suit, it was filed in Manhattan. Her real name is under her real name, which is Cassandra Ventura, and they've been together since 2005. She was 19 years of age. And not long after that, she said a pattern of control and abuse and him plying her with drugs, beating on her, and forcing her to have sex with a succession of male prostitutes while he filmed the encounters. In 2018, she said near the end of their relationship, he forced his way into her home and R-worded her. After years in silence and darkness, she says, I am ready to tell my story and speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Um, Diddy's lawyer, who is Ben Bafferman, came in and said Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs have been subjected to Mrs. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputations and seeking a payday. Now, Mrs. Ventura lawyer said that the parties had spoken before the suit was filed. Mr. Combs offered Mrs. Ventura an 8-figure check for her silence and prevent the filing of the lawsuit. She rejected the check. Mrs. Ventura's case is the latest in a series of assaults, civil filed or whatever, in the music industry. They went out to L.A. Reid, Neil Portman, what's his name, and now Steve Tyler of Aerosmith. So now the head of the Grammy Awards is getting it. Now, everybody else has pretty much denied all these accusations, and Diddy is definitely just another one to do so. Now, because he's done that, his net worth is estimated as high as $1 billion by last year in Forbes. He has an annual earning of $90 million, attributing to his largely former partnership liquor brand with Ciroc. He has spirits giants, Diageo. That's who he's partnered with. He's got various different investments and things that he does. Now, in one incident in this lawsuit, Kid Cudi, was talking about some of the different acts that were violent by Diddy. He says she claims that he violently, repeatedly assaulted her, asked her to carry a gun in her purse. He was responsible for blowing up a car of a rival suitor, which we all know was Cudi. In one incident, they said Diddy dangled a friend of Mrs. Ventura over a 17th floor hotel balcony. Now, in naming additional defendants, the court papers assert that all these other people who worked with Diddy had helped to control Mrs. Ventura by threatening her with retribution, by suppressing her music career if they didn't, obey his orders. So a number of these record companies are going to be served as defendants. They want to seek unspecified damages. So Cassie is ready to tell her side of this story. Now, she was swept into this jet lifestyle after she met with Diddy when she released her debut album in like 2006. She met him in 2005 and all of that. But soon she began to exert an extraordinary level of command over her life, controlling her career. He paid for her car, apartment, clothes, and even had access to her personal medical records. The results of an MRI scan she had for memory loss, probably caused by the drug use or the beating, she says, that she suffered from the hands of Mr. Combs. And she said he gave her a copious amount of drugs, ketamine, ecstasy, urged her to take them. And he often became violent, striking her multiple times each year. And she went to the police because she feared it. She said she would never go to the police because she feared it would merely give him another excuse to hurt her. So, in one incident in 2009, she was talking to another talent agent and he pushed her into a car, kicked her repeatedly in the face, allegedly, making her bleed, according to this lawsuit. And then he had his staff bring her back to the hotel room to recuperate for a week. She asked to go home to her parents, but Puff refused. And this is when this whole incident was playing out, even in the press. So they said he deliberately tried to block her from her support network. And right, and sent her employees to lure her back. And the thing about the car is that Kid Cudi said that why he was dating Diddy grew so angry about her dating Kid Cudi that he would blow up the car. Cudi's car exploded in the driveway. Now, Kid Cudi confirmed her story that the car had exploded, and this is all true. A few years into the relationship, Diddy, who began coercing her to engage in fantasies of voyeurism, as she was directed to sleep with a succession of male prostitutes, is the way they said, as he watched, pleasured himself, and took pictures and shot video. According to this suit, Mr. Combs called these encounters freak offs, which involved costumes and masquerade masks and lingerie. They continued for years, taking place in high end hotels across the United States and Mr. Combs' homes. That he instructed Mrs. Ventura to search the website of these escort services for these male workers. Um, a lot of things were implied, toxic drugs, like she indicates in her suit. And she took them because she said she was allowed her to disassociate from the horrific encounters that was going on. According to the suit, she would delete the videos from the incident that had been shot on her phone. But Combs told her he still have access to those videos. And on a flight, once made her watch a video she thought she had deleted. The suit says that as a result of these encounters in different cities, Mrs. Ventura is a victim of trafficking. And because of that, Mr. Combs of battery, assault, violation in the New York's new gender motivated violent law. Now the suit includes several other accounts of unacceptable attempts of his control in these so-called freak offs that he keeps throwing. One in Los Angeles, Mr. Combs punched her in the face, allegedly giving her a black eye. He fell asleep and she tried to leave the room. He woke up and followed her into the hallway where he threw glass vases at her, sending glass through the corridors, tearing up hotel security cameras, capturing the incident. Mr. Combs paid the hotel $50,000 for the footage. Then it says in this court filing in 2018, Mr. Combs and Mrs. Ventura met for dinner where he forced himself into her apartment, R-worded her repeatedly, said no, and tried to push him away. After that, she left him for good. Mrs. Ventura married Alex Fine, a personal trainer, the following year, and now has two young children, according to the complaint. Her association with Bad Boy Man ended in 2019. And now she's gathered her strength to tell her side of the story. Oh, buddy, y'all are not finna like what's finna be said by me. Listen, the words I'm going to say right here in my disclaimer, these are my point of views. I have no inside knowledge on anything that's about to happen right now from here on out. You have to hear my point of view only. I have no contact with anybody in this case. All right. Here is what's going on from the knowledge I have in place. Both sides of the story have doses of reality in all of it. Diddy was scared of me when he saw me. Now, when Diddy met Cassie, Cassie was trying to get in the game and wanting to be on this upper echelon level. Okay. When she came into the game, this is what she wanted to accomplish, right? This is her goal. She got in the game. She met Diddy. She saw the fly jets. She saw all the jewelry. She had all of these things her way. She was going to the modeling galas, doing all of these things since 2005. 2005, 2006. And for years, Cassie has been going around at all these parties, all these events. If she wanted to leave, she could have walked out of the event that she was at publicly and go where? Back home? Listen, why do you think Kim, his baby moms, and everybody else, she knew Diddy was sleeping around and doing everything else. She's a model. She knows the game. She knows how it goes. Cassie wanted the same lifestyle. She's like, I guess this is how it goes. These women will do unspeakable acts, right? Do unspeakable things just to be in the limelight, just for fame. You've seen it done by less and for nothing. Y'all, you think Cassie had a successful music career? No, she had like one album, and everybody know her because she was with Diddy. Diddy was like, "You just gonna be with me? I'm gonna blow you up." But this is what came with it. If she wasn't with any of that, she ain't had to deal with any of it. She could have left. But she knew if she leaves, what is she gonna go back to? What life is she gonna have? She got used to that life. In my own personal opinion, she got used to that life. She wanted the private jets. She didn't want to be on Greyhound, flying on commercial planes. She wanted to be that girl that was there doing all this and that, right? Then all of this stuff that you went through with him, and I'm not saying she didn't go through it because the cook said that Diddy was sleeping with a woman in front of her and she quit. And she was suing because he was doing all that in front of her. Diddy's wild and we used to throw wild parties. Oh, you know Diddy crazy. But you were attracted to the crazy because you wanted this fame life. You wanted the limelight. You wanted this till you didn't no more. You were tired of it. Then you try to kick it with other people outside of that. The first time he asked you to go sleep with some other dudes and talk about freak offs, you should have said, hell no, you F off. Ain't no freak off here. You should have said that. She went from ramen noodles to caviar. Now, this don't give no man a right to put his hands on a woman. That's a coward. Okay. My thing is, if you ain't gonna be able to put no hands on no man, don't put your hands on a woman. Now, his weirdo-like behavior is always been documented that he's out there weirdly, and the fact that he wants to see her get pleasured and that does something for him tells you that this man is a little off. But you know that because you stayed with him for over 10 years. You put in over 10 years of staying with this man, and you wanted children. You wanted a family, and he did not want to have children with you. That's why I heard you left a long time ago. I already heard when you first left back in 2019. I told you the reason she left. So all this stuff was happening to you, allegedly, that you're claiming, right? But you wanted kids with this man? All the stuff she just detailed and laid out. And you wanted to have children with this man? Hmm. Does that seem strangely odd to anybody else? What would be your motivation? Did you think this guy would be a great father to the children after what he's doing to you?
Young like 15. He's got potential. No. Friend to friend. What else do I need to know?
Well, he's a great kid.
Come on.
That's what I know.
Now, now, here's the big thing. You didn't want this life no more. You made that decision. What stopped him when you left, since he's so controlling your whole life? What stopped him? What stopped him? You see that? You wanted access to everything. This is your life. You wanted all this access to all these celebrities, A-list people. You got up there. You was there with all these platinum selling artists, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's. You were rubbing shoulders with all of these people, Cassie. You would never get in there without Diddy, and you knew it. And rather counting and believing in your talents, you saw the flashy planes, the lifestyle, the yachts. Diddy got kookaroos everywhere. He was your ticket, and you believed in him. But the first time he showed you all of that activity that you're talking about, you should have been out the door. But you were blinded by the fame. And rather than admit any of this, you come up with all of these claims now. Why 3 years later? If he wasn't with you anymore and he R-worded you, you didn't go to the police. You didn't file any police reports, never. And after that fight in the limo and all that, you could have went back to your mom's and stayed with your mom's. She was like, he kept begging and persisting me to come back. So why did you go back? In 2012 or whatever, when y'all had your fight, why did you go back? So now, when Brother Bilal said that these guys record you and put it, I'm already privy to that. That information does happen. Harvey Cartel, I mean Harvey Cartel. Forgive me, Harvey Cartel. Harvey Weinstein allegedly has a lot of photographs and images of people in compromising situations. So they wouldn't say anything about him. Now she got what she wanted. She went with the personal trainer of Diddy. Diddy hired this man and paid this personal trainer to train his wife or girlfriend at the time. Not his wife, but his wifey, right? Trainer. They stopped getting hush money. Don't that always happen? But my thing is, you stayed all of these years, never filed a police report. Never. So now you run to the courts with this lawsuit and trying to make it international, saying we did it here. Every hotel, there should be security footage of this, right? Oh, they don't have any. He paid them 50,000. What a great number, 50,000 to so the hotel would be complicit of covering up a crime if that was the case. But we'll stay with your story, right? We'll stay with the story y'all laid out. And the story is he just did all these acts, right? And he's just calling up random male escort services as if they're going to keep stuff a secret. That's a bit random too. Rich people have their own pipeline for stuff like that. Pretty much. They should dismiss all of this because she has no proof. Plus, she stayed with him the entire time without going to the police. I mean, I hate to say this, and I want to say this to any woman out there that's being abused. If you want it to stop, stop it. Okay? Go to the cops, do it right then and there, make it paperwork, get everything on it. This woman kept going back for the fame and everything else, but when Diddy would not confirm marrying her, he would not confirm. She was pressuring him for marriage and children, and he wouldn't go. And she gave him an ultimatum or she was leaving. He was never going to do it. He had bought her a ring and still didn't get married. She wanted to be married. So if he was doing all this stuff to you and you saw all these acts and he was making you, influencing you to take all these drugs and all that, why are you talking about marrying this man? Why are you pressuring this man to marry you? Why are you pushing this man to have children with you? Cassie? I'm not defending anybody. I'm going off common sense. This woman wanted to marry him. She was mad that he wouldn't marry and commit to her. She wanted children and a family. And cited one of the main reasons of why she left him. He would not commit. And she was tired of waiting. She was getting older. She wanted to have her family. So she left and went with the personal trainer that he had. He hired a personal trainer. She left with the personal trainer. And not only did she leave with the personal trainer, she went back and got married and was out of everything. Didn't even want to have nothing to do with him. So why didn't he use his influence to drag you back? She got with the trainer because Puffy was abusing her all the time. Well, she was with him since 2005 to 2019. It's a long time if he was abusing right away. What's up, Jose? She should have just got out. I'm sorry. If you're not with something, don't be with something. Nobody's saying she wasn't abused. My thing is, if you was abused, then leave. But when your motivation is stated that you wanted to marry this man, and then he wouldn't commit to you, and you wanted children, and then soon as you leave him, you get married within a year to a personal trainer, and you got 2 kids by him, back to back with this trainer. Did Puffy come after the trainer and blow up the trainer's car? Did Puffy do anything to this trainer whatsoever? Why did he just stop? I'm not blaming the alleged victim. I'm going off common sense. If somebody been with somebody and claiming all this has been happening for 20 some years, you would say, well, damn, why wouldn't you go to the cops? Why there's no police records? Well, I was afraid he was going to hurt me again if I do that. Well, you're taking him to court now with no police reports, no record of anything. Do we have a photograph of you with a black eye? Do we have anything? What do we have? But besides you running the court saying this happened? How is there a case? So my thing is, I'm not defending Diddy. I'm looking at the facts and saying, okay, if this is the case, you away from him now. You've been away from him since 2019. What changed now? Oh, you realize there's no money with a personal trainer. There's no money. The only money you had was with Diddy. You 37. That's true, boxing fan. That is true. I wanted no parts. Okay, I see you. You like without even evidence to just believe the woman. That's what you want, right? The Tamikio show, right? She should sue and get every penny. Why should she get every penny? What penny did she help him earn? So she should just get his money because what she said happened. So right away, because she said it, we supposed to roll with it. I defend Diddy against everything. I don't think so. been totally against Diddy on a lot of things, but I don't agree with blaming people for something they didn't do. Like he has nothing to do with Tupac, period. Don't. He just don't. He had nothing to do with that. But y'all would like it to be true because y'all are fascinated by the story. But he has nothing to do with it. Instead of worrying about or focusing on the people that did, we're sitting here talking
Maybe we
about
should
the
have fallen
people that
second round.
had nothing to do.
Somebody's gonna pick him, Sonny. Tell me why that shouldn't be me.
I never tell you how to do your job.
You find something with him?
I didn't say that.
You did not say that.
Good luck tonight.
These heads. Right. People are so caught into the illusion of these lifetime like events and stories. So they make anything that's realistic. They can't take things at face value. They can't take it that Tupac got into it with these dudes because he hit them. They ended up coming back and getting him. They can't believe that just happened like that. It's got to be some conspiracy. Something had to happen. Okay, it's not attractive enough. We got to dress it up. In 2023, everything is a conspiracy. Somebody died last week. They had a heart attack and died. Who took him out? The guy from Friends who's been drunk and on drugs. You'd think Matthew Perry was the biggest star in the world. Now he's on every cover, every magazine. This dude was walking around, no, not paparazzi, nobody following him. The only thing he had was Friends, a show that's been off the air for about 20 years. Now he's on cover of everything. You'd think he was a president. You would think he was an A-list celebrity. Because they need controversy. This was a sacrifice. Somebody was a sacrifice. Everybody's a sacrifice to get into something. Can nobody just die nowadays? It's always got to be controversy. My thing is, if there's a case, where's the evidence? Right? Where's the evidence? Now, Diddy's side of the lawsuit said that she tried to extort him for $30 million, or she was going to write a tell-all book. So now the book thing was out. So here comes the lawsuit first. I guess somebody talked to her, told her what was really finna go on. Now, in the Will Smith situation, Jada Pinkett said the same thing, that Will and him had a disagreement on some money about Will's book. Will offered him to pay him a certain amount for his participation in the book. He didn't feel it was enough. And that's what she said. And all of this stems from that. But the rest, we're going to go to court and that we'll take care of that. Yeah, she's writing a book because all she has left is Diddy. These Diddy stories. That's the only thing she could sell because Cassie is only known for being with Diddy. That's it. Name me a Cassie song. Not disrespecting the lady, but name me a Diddy song. My husband abused me and I didn't call the police because it could have been worse. Well, how is it going to ever get better? Tamikio Show. How is that situation ever going to get better? What you think is just going to get better with time? He's eventually going to change and it's going to stop. I'm sad that you went through that. So I see why, personally, because you went through something, you immediately just believed what this woman said and just went straight after Diddy and said he did it. I mean, if you're not going to call the police and you saying I'm not going to tell the police because it's going to get worse, but you're still with him. So what's the point? I mean, what? How do you expect it to get better? Everything isn't always black and white. It never was. He's gone now. Okay. No, I could relate to not calling the popo. And Puffy has a history of poor character. Um, what is his history of poor character? Every incident that's been reported on him that was resulting into, you know, with violence, he was violent towards men. He hit a coach with a kettlebell weight. Uh, he hit somebody with a champagne bottle. Steve Stout opened up a bottle of champagne on his head. So he's been violent towards men. Yeah. He did more than slap Drake. He damn near broke Drake's arm. I'm not defending anything because I believe all the freak off stuff. I believe all that. I believe a lot of this stuff went down. I definitely believe he swung her in the car because I remember he did that. That was in public. I believe he did that. And he told her, I could see Diddy doing that, but I couldn't see him telling her to find the people. Hey, yo, Cassie, I need you to do something. I need you to, it's time for a freak off. I don't want it. Yeah, it's freak off time. Yeah, yo, get those bag of pills. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, give me the phone. Yes. Hello? 1-800 freak off? Yeah, yeah, I'm ready to get dirty. Yeah. Uh-huh. Playboys finna get real dirty. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I like. Need three. Need three. Yeah, she can handle three. Yeah. Bring them over now. Yeah. All right. Now where the phone camera for the record it? Yeah. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Um. Oh yeah, I remember him straightening her out. Um. Yeah, there's been reports of her getting straightened out, but the guy she was with, he's no longer alive. You know, and that's that. He, he unfortunately decided to take his own life. A lot of people felt Diddy had something to do with that too. Oh yeah, Diddy is fierce. That's a fierce individual. Now you have all these different people.
Stop running.
Well, when you have a whole series of people that's involved and they all doing this craziness and it's just one incident after another. So, well, the fight is finally about to start with Shakir Stevenson. Do I think Diddy is a gatekeeper? This is why we have the Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, so we can go deep into this subject. And now, oh no. You got to realize that this is something that is monumentally indifferent. Now, so she took almost 4 years for her to come out and say something, or she waited to when she realized the trainer living with a personal trainer. Well, it's living with a personal trainer. She said she didn't care about the money and none of that. She just wanted to be happy. She wanted children. She wanted to be married. And she got that. She got 2 children now and she's married. Now she realized what it really means. She should have took the 8-figure payoff that was offered, alleged by her lawyer, saying that Diddy offered her a 8-figure payday to not say anything about the relationship. She rejected. So now she wants to break her silence. Okay, now that you broke your silence, let's see what it does for you now. I'm part of the problem because I'm unable to see no evidence. I mean, where's the evidence, people? Is there any evidence? Where's the security footage? Where is the black eye photographs? Where are the police reports? Where's any 911 calls? There is nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Did Kid Cudi say, did he go to the police station and say, Did he blew up my car? Did he threaten to blow up my car? He confirmed the story. Where was the police report? Where did they detain Diddy at? Where's the police records? Where's any of this? You see, in a court of law, you got to have proof, people. You who sitting right here saying as if we the problem and all this the problem. The problem is people like you. Y'all accusing it basing this off of your own personal situation because somebody went upside y'all head. That mean he guilty because she said it. And I'm not saying he didn't go upside her head. I'm just saying, where's the proof? That's all I'm saying. I mean, you keep saying nobody's calling the police on Puffy, but you just went to court and filed a lawsuit on Puffy. So, which one is it? So, if you ain't scared to go to court and file a lawsuit against the man, but you're going to be scared to call the police? Where does that make sense at? What evidence did they have on R. Kelly? Shoot, R. Kelly's evidence. R. Kelly was walking evidence. R. Kelly had evidence falling out of his pocket. What is he talking about? This dude he recording stuff, taking photographs, housing them. It was all kind of evidence on him. He provided all of it. And matter of fact, Diddy right here in this movie. Diddy is playing an agent, sports agent in this movie. That's crazy. They just showing Diddy right now. He's an agent. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, you see, you're dealing with Diddy, man. Oh no, 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 no. I know they're making this a case. They're making this a trafficking case, and then they threw in these male escorts. I'm like, where did he get these from? She made this so dumb. They made that sound completely dumb. Like, yeah, he had told me to look up and find him and bring him to the room. So Diddy would have random escorts and strangers around him that could beat him up, rob him, take everything he got out the house, and just leave. Diddy groomed her. Of course he did. Now that, yeah, I definitely believe D groomed her. He had her since 19, but she chose this life. And she turned on him when she no longer wanted it. That's what happened. She chose this life. And when she decided that she no longer wanted to live this life, there it was. She want to blow it all up. See, no, Puffy ain't innocent. Of what? Innocent of what? You're gonna have to name what you don't think he's innocent of. Because we're gonna get on the Patreon and I'm gonna tell you what I know off record. I told y'all a lot now. There's even more that I know that I've been saving it just for the Patreon. See, the Patreon version is going to be a little different. Everybody already know that. So if you haven't joined the Casino for Life Patreon, that's something you definitely should do. And you can also donate to the Cash App, which is Casino, Super Chat Work, the whole nine. Well, it's finally on now. The main event after watching the drudgery that I've been watching of these showcase fights. Diddy paid off her apartments, her cars, everything. So what did she have to worry about? What did she have to do? She didn't have to do anything. Diddy paid all of it. So if Diddy's paying everything anyway, what does she have to worry about? She was flying on private jets and then she want to have to go back to living with her mom. See, I'm gonna tell you what I know because I've seen this behavior on a whole nother level. Same guy who's friends with Diddy. Diddy's been around and know the whole situation. The link should be in the description box for the Patreon. Take you right to the Casino for Life Patreon. But if you just go to the Patreon, you can get the app, free app. Download it, join. The VIP Patreon will get you access to everything. Now, here it is. Her staying doesn't mean what he did was right, though. What did he do? How do you know he did it? You don't know he did anything. You're just going off what she's saying. So right away, you're using your own personal experience to talk about another man, convicting a man who hasn't done anything or hasn't been proven guilty of any crime. Right? Now, if you ask me my personal opinion, what do I think? I think, of course, he went upside her head a couple times. But she stayed. She endured it. She didn't want to go back home. She loved the lifestyle. She liked dinners with Beyonce and Jay-Z. She liked going to the awards. She liked the camera. She liked the red carpet. She liked the red bottoms. So yeah, she might take a boot to the head a couple of times. Be like, shoot, it's better than being at home broke. And that's the mentality a lot of these people go through. And that's a harsh reality. But hitting people is illegal. Yeah, it is. And I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't do it. But she definitely didn't report it. You didn't record it. You didn't report it. And now, since the situation has been aborted for 4 years, here you come with all these accusations. Mhm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, nah, people don't think like that. Nobody said somebody don't be scared. For those people who really go through that, yes, there is a fear, but this isn't just that situation. This isn't like she didn't have family. She could have left and went back home. She left and went back home, and she went back. She was at her mom's. She called her mom's. Diddy called her mom's a lot of times. This is right before and after they had this fight when the relationship was over, and they had the fight after the awards. It was documented when he forcefully pushed her into the car. And then on top of everything, that it was all said and done, they broke out. She went home, got out the car, left, went home, the whole nine. We've all heard it, right? And what happens after that? After she goes home, Diddy calls, begs for her to come back, and she goes back. She didn't have to, she chose to. So, how am I supposed to feel sorry for somebody who's sitting there going back and forth with the abuser, the alleged abuser? You didn't record it, you didn't report it. In today's era of technology, everybody knows report it and record it. You have no proof. You bitches got no proof. Unfortunately, in this situation, um, we're not making light of anybody, though, who has not been through these situations. But we've seen black men get dragged through the mud for money. Successful black men are targets of this, and they know the courts, no one's going to believe them. They're designed for the women. And all of a sudden, here's a guy who has all of these things laid out for him. He has a whole desire and need to be the the big fixture, and he always get these young women, beautiful women, to make himself stand out. And whether it's Young Miami or whatever, now they see the play is we could sue, get this guy caught in some RICO. Now let's throw in internationals in these states out of the country. Now we can say, oh, this has been a trafficking thing. Now we can see if we can get that angle in. We can get the feds involved because now we have male prostitutes in there. And a lot of this stuff sounds absolutely ridiculous. Oh, we have an elevated mind healer. Okay, elevated mind here. Say y'all goofy in here. Usher, Bieber, Ray J, P2K. What about them? So you're telling me all women? Yeah, that's what I said. LB. She realized she was married to a doggone personal trainer and said, "Whoa, whoa." Once that reality set in, that was that. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, well, a lot of people are going to make a decision on what it is that they want to do and what they need to do. So, mm. He said she messed up the personal trainer's career because what celebrity would trust him around somebody's girlfriend or wife? True. Another true statement. See, ladies, y'all don't like listening to men. Y'all don't like listening to men, period. Y'all don't like to hear a male's perspective. Yep. Yeah. What are you going to use these days? He said, are you going to use these clips? Women haters. How is men telling you how they feel? Okay. How is women mad at men for expressing how they feel? They're telling you their thoughts. You are mad that they don't agree with you. Like the man's supposed to think like you think. He's supposed to see it the way you see it. He's telling you basically how it is. He's not basing it off gender. You're basing it off gender. You telling me you give me a reason why you think she's telling the truth. Because no one up here even said she was lying. We're just pointing out the facts. The facts is she didn't record it. Means she has no photographs. She has nothing on tape, on file, nothing. There's no evidence of any abuse. There's no police records. There's no calling of the police. She didn't file a report. She didn't go to a station. None of this. Okay? She stayed with him since 2005 to 2019. That's a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. She's actually stated that she wanted to have a family and Diddy was not about to commit and marry her and have children. Diddy did not want to get married. She wanted to be married and have children. So if he was doing all of these things to you, why are you trying to marry this man and have kids? Want him to be the father of your children. If he's been doing these things to you for like 15 years. So we're going over the facts of what we know. You think she has proof? Well, as of right now, we don't know what the proof is because we don't have it. It hasn't been presented. Mm. Mm-hmm. They tried this with Johnny Depp too. Yeah, Johnny Depp, the whole situation. Do y'all want to come up here and talk about it? We can come up here. And I'll let y'all get y'all words off. Let y'all come in here and speak on it. Mm-hmm. Johnny Depp deserved to win. Why? Because he had evidence, right? He had proof. So Tamikio, y'all can come on up here.
And we all know Puffy getting robbed like a stop.
Oh yeah, I know you would. You just want to see
You
Puff
already
locked
know
up.
it.
Yeah, Outlaw just no
Whatever
matter what.
he did that shit.
Outlaw want him locked up right away.
Oh, Outlaw being an
Nah, I don't.
NPC again.
Yep.
Uh, oh, here's his lawyer right here, Puffy's lawyer.
Mhm.
Look, I'm not
LB's
quick
lawyer.
to jump on. You just a conspiracy theorist. You love Tupac.
Nah,
That's the only reason why
listen,
you
man.
care about this.
Listen, man.
Yep.
Nah, listen, man.
Soon
I
as they
hold
say
LeBron
Are
James.
true,
I
right?
hold LeBron
I
James
don't
and
hate
Puffy in the
LeBron.
same.
I
I
don't hate
don't like.
Diddy. I
I
don't hate
don't like
none of these
none of them
dudes.
dudes.
I don't hate none of these dudes. Like y'all hate him
Diddy's
so
a
much, y'all
rotten
want him
dude,
to
yo.
like just
Yeah,
guilty.
he's
Oh, he
right,
guilty
man.
automatically. It's like what?
This nigga his name Love, and he's full of hate.
Crazy. It's like, come on, like I
Nah,
saw somebody in the chat say grown me. I'm like, that she was grown as hell. What are y'all talking about?
nah. She
She
was
was like in her
19. She
mid
was
20s.
19 at the time. She
He
was
bought
19. Come on, man. She
Really?
was
19,
19.
she grown, my
Let
nigga. What we
sister
talking
talk.
about?
Go ahead, sister.
19, she grown. What we talking about?
Hold on. Let her talk, man. She
Okay,
got something to say about Puffy.
yeah, she can go ahead and speak. Did she unmute her mic?
salute.
She got to unmute her mic.
Mhm.
Okay, there you go. Uh-oh. Okay,
Can y'all
there
hear
you
me?
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
peace. So first of all, I hear you with the she's a possible gold digger. I'm not naive to the fact that a lot of women be out for the bag. I get it. She probably was initially out for the bag. She's that classic Hollywood version of every cliche Hollywood starlet it girl we always hear about. But that doesn't mean she wasn't being abused. That doesn't mean that she
Exactly.
deserved to be mistreated, allegedly. Now I hear you're saying there's no proof of that, but the proof is theirs. If you read the 35-page thing, I did not. I've only been hearing clips and stuff, but her mother took pictures of her back. Her mother took pictures of her black and blue eyes. And I think all that stuff is going to come out when this trial starts. And I do feel you. I do believe that they are attacking Puffy. They do have some agenda ever since he sued that big uh wine company. You can't be messing around with Seagrams. You feel me? You can't be messing around. And ever since he sued Seagrams for discrimination, I see they've been doing a very much smear tactic. Now I have, and not to keep rambling, but I have worked with Puffy before. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't see nothing weird about him. I just thought he was hella cheap. You know, he was cheap. But you know, you're right. We don't have, the public doesn't have visual proof. But again, coming from the industry, bro, Carcino, I love your show, bro. Like I said, I use clips on my own show, so I ride with you. But this one, there's been rumors for years about the domestic violence that this dude has put on not just her, but on Kim, on any woman in this world, any man that's under his care.
Surviving Puffy.
He's had these.
You heard what Mace said. Yeah, all testimony.
Yeah. Well,
So that's why. I mean, he's shown poor character throughout the years. I mean, I've known different artists that have worked with him. He's just
He's
shown
not innocent.
look, even that other baby
And he
mama, the
buys
second
male
baby mama.
prostitutes. He does
Look,
that.
Misha Barton or whatever, she's not even letting the other son be around him at this time. Did y'all know that?
Well, Misha is special, you know. Like Misha is she wasn't like none of these people are innocent. Okay, see this is the problem. Misha is you know she went over there dating Suge Knight, you know, to get some money.
Yeah, she was with Suge.
Did a whole bunch of stuff that she shouldn't have done, and
she had Suge taking pictures with the son and everything too.
Right, to be spiteful and vindictive, and it's just. You know, she's done a lot in the past too. She was another one she was the decorator. She did a lot early on, but she really was out there.
Somebody got an echo.
Yeah, let me see.
That ain't me.
Oh no, that was Tamiki.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you got something going on in the background. Oh no, that was
Sorry, guys.
Okay, she got something going on in the background.
Okay, my bad.
All right,
my bad.
Yeah, so it's nobody's saying Puffy's an angel. Like it's just some of the stuff I don't believe. Like some of it is like about 30% of it is probably true. Like every married couple or
30%, 30%,
30, Carcino.
30%, Cino. Nah, sometimes you acting like his lawyer as well too, man.
Y'all gotta stop
You
glazing,
know
bro.
Puffy be doing.
I believe
it
it
would
all.
not surprise me if he put a boot to her head a couple times.
Yo, I was like, did we talk about this the other day?
But I'm
Yeah, we
like,
did.
she going back. She keep going
Wait a
back.
minute. So wait a minute. What about
Wait a
when
minute.
she said he R-word her? You feel me? Like when they was toward the end of the relationship, she claimed that he forced himself on her in her crib. That's
Yeah,
diabolical, yo.
yeah. If that happened,
Allegedly, of
How
course.
many times we heard that one to sell the lawsuit? How
Yo,
many
yo,
times
yo.
women
No
came
one's
out
supposed
doing
to
that?
prove
Come
Look,
like
on,
that.
I
stop.
told you, LB and his lawyer,
look,
man.
look,
He's in here, man.
No,
They
I'm
look.
not
paid
a
him.
hater. That's the question. I do this with especially when it comes to black men.
When it
I'm
comes
not
to
quick to jump
Wade,
off the roof like y'all
Wade,
are right now, bro. Come on, stop.
Puffy,
Look,
he
man.
protected him.
I believe all of it. I believe
Thank
Well, of
you.
course you
And
did, because
Cassie,
we had this argument
Ca-
about the
I
Kevin
believe
Samuels thing too.
Cassie
because
had a
They
thriving
use
look,
Captain
look.
for that bullshit. Like,
the thing
yo,
what you were saying
Look
about
what Vernon Richards wrote.
there's no proof she kept going back to him, this and
Yo,
that, like no
That's
video
that
tape,
Munchausen
no.
stuff.
It's
She had the
highlight
hard,
that Vernon
Munchausen.
Richards comment.
dog. She been
it's
with this man
You
since
know,
she
either her
was
go back to her mama house or lavish lifestyle. Lavish
right,
lifestyle,
like
be
that
broke.
lavish. It's hard to walk away with that much having
It's like, come on, what are
you
we talking
young,
about?
you young, you being taken care of. You're pretty basically your whole what.
That
She was
chick
here
been
since what,
irrelevant since I
19
was
years
in high
So
old?
you're
school. I've been
saying
in
that
high
that
school
means
like
she
17
deserves to
years.
be beaten?
No, 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 no,
Y'all
no, no.
sound crazy.
No, I'm
That's
not saying that.
ridiculous.
I'm
no
not saying
one's
that.
saying a woman
Y'all
deserves to be.
I'm
basically
How
saying,
do you? How
well,
do you
she
get
wanted
that?
to live a good
I'm
lifestyle. She deserved whatever
it's
she
hard.
get. How retarded is
No,
No,
that?
no,
you
No,
inserted
no,
that.
no, no. You
You
That's
inserted
what you
inserted
that.
that.
saying, y'all.
no.
That's
I
I
not
ain't
said
saying
that.
true.
that.
You're inserting that.
No,
I'm saying that
nah, they're not saying that.
she
They
stood
just
there
saying
around
that
for the life. You would have just left. But no, you ain't trying to be broke. Like, how many
they
times
saying
we
that she
seen
would
this
have
yeah,
left.
that's
same
what I'm saying. It's hard to
situation?
walk away from that
I
lifestyle,
think I've
dog.
seen this
And
same
she been
type of
with this man
lawsuit at
since
least like
19 years
15
old.
times in my whole life since like the 2010s. Like
Yeah.
Okay,
at
I'm
least
gonna
like
give y'all a
15
little
to 20
tea.
times.
I
Look,
We
believe.
look.
just seen this bullshit with Johnny Depp and
okay,
Amber Heard.
It's
okay.
not the same.
Oh,
Even
wait,
if
hold
she
on, hold on, hold
stayed,
on.
bro, even if she stayed and she had it, it's still messed up. It's still messed
Yeah, it's
up.
still messed up. It
It's still
is.
messed up. You know
Y'all
what
It
I'm
getting
is.
all these different
Mac Mizzle, I know you don't
tropes
like
mixed
Diddy
up.
either. So,
Shut up, Mac
saying?
Mizzle,
Just
man.
Hold
cause
on,
he's a
hold
You
on.
black
telling
What,
the
what,
truth.
what you
man.
saying?
Yo,
I want
Matt
to be clear
Mizzle
what
is
you
high
trying to
and
say.
Outlaw's a hater and a Tupac stan. So it's
Hold
like, bro,
on.
you're gonna
What you
have an
say, Tamika?
agenda.
Hold
You're
on.
gonna
man,
What you
start
say?
blazing.
LB, man, stop being his
you
lawyer,
got
man.
jokes.
How much he
But
paid you,
all I
LB?
know is that dude be buying
He need
male
to pay me what
prostitutes.
Cassie wanted.
And that's
That's
the
what he
Take
need to
that,
crazy.
do.
take that, take that.
Take that. Right. Okay. Now, what you were saying, Tamika?
Well, I'm just suggesting the fact that
And
I
then
hear what y'all
Cassie,
saying. You saying there's no proof, and
the
historically,
beautiful young lady.
especially in America, brothers have always, not always, but a lot of brothers have been framed for things that they had not truly done, and I understand that. So I'm very partial to that and understanding. But just me coming from the industry, I'm actually married to a rap artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And because of the fact that my husband has some fame, some notoriety, I wasn't quick to run out there and put it in the blogs. I still haven't really done that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But the fact remains that a lot of times these industry folks be getting away with a lot of stuff because they do have a lot of dough. Now, mine didn't have no dough, but I'm just saying she was afraid to come out against him, especially if he threatened her life, especially if she knew that he
The
actually
dude
had
said
people
cars
murked.
is blowing up. Y'all didn't see the
Allegedly.
comment?
Key
Allegedly,
word.
Yes,
allegedly, allegedly.
cars about
Allegedly.
to
Allegedly.
blow up.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a
But
minute. He had Shakir Stewart allegedly killed, Chris Lighty allegedly killed, his
Here we
own baby
go.
mama allegedly shot a motherfucker in the bar,
exactly. Kim Porter
What are we
made
was
talking
coming out
about,
Shine
with a
take
bro?
tell
the
all
rap.
book.
yep.
What are we
J-Lo,
talking
he
about right
beat the
now?
shit out of J-Lo. She ain't never
LB,
talked
stop
about
capping,
that
Ted.
shit ever. Okay.
Yeah.
Why y'all it just sound like y'all just
For the
saying
diddler.
shit, bro. Like,
And
no,
then he
it's
threw a
like, oh, well, y'all
kettlebell.
there
Wait,
or
The
is
diddler.
this
LB,
right?
LB, you see it too, right? I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're just gonna glaze everything, bro. Cause y'all
Wait, what?
conspiracy
I didn't
theorists. This
even
is why I
say
always
nothing.
hate conspiracy theorists, bro. Always,
Oh,
bro.
Man,
Like
you got Mac
Well,
I
everything is a
never want to
Outlaw.
conspiracy.
argue with a conspiracy theorist because y'all gonna believe
Everything's a
anything. Y'all probably
conspiracy.
believe. Let me ask y'all something. Since you
Everything's a
say believe
conspiracy.
all women, right? Do you believe that Jonathan
Whatever
Majors
that
beat
shit.
up
I
on that
told you
white
Whatever
girl?
LB
he
is
did, that
that's
shit.
his lawyer right there.
No,
Yo,
hold on,
if
hold on,
they
hold on. I
said,
want to ask a
I already
question. Do
warned
you
you.
believe? Do you believe that
Right.
Jonathan Majors is doing what he's claimed that the women are coming out?
Nope. I
Majors?
don't believe he did that.
Yeah,
No.
Jonathan Majors got 2 cases right now.
I
Who?
don't
Another
believe.
chick just came out.
Oh yeah, no, I don't believe that, man. I think that lady lying. I think the white girl straight
That and there's
lying.
another girl that just
Absolutely.
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's totally
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
I
for
Diddy
sure.
think
That's
she
No,
was
it
more
totally
ain't.
money
It's the
different.
same
grabber.
shit.
dirt coming out
Wait,
on
Cino,
him.
Totally
you got
different
something?
situation.
A whole nother
Same shit.
level.
You just don't like Diddy. You like Jonathan Majors. That's
Yeah,
all.
I
If
don't like
they
Puffy.
said, if they
So it's like,
Why
bro.
you like the diddler
no,
like that?
here's what y'all missing. It was a white
When
lady.
there's too much
Did
smoke,
he
it's
invite
fine.
you to one of
It
his
was a
parties?
white lady. Now, if you said white lady, black woman, right away, it is all the that white woman. See,
When there's
Oh yeah, she
smoke,
did
it's
that shit.
fine.
Yeah.
see.
Well, I'm just
Of
speaking
course
about
you
the
won't.
historical context of the situation. You
Hey,
know,
shout out to
a
the
lot of white
No,
black
you
women
women
just
have
out
don't
been
like
there. You
known
white
know what I'm
women like
to
all
saying?
black women,
put
which I
fake
don't
fake
blame y'all
charges on a
for it.
man, on a black man.
Oh, he deserved
Absolutely.
that because
Right,
he
right. You
messing
see,
with a white woman.
shout out to the
Y'all
sisters
always
that be
do that.
looking out for us,
Come on.
man. You know, they did
Yeah.
that. You know.
Oh no, they were looking out for them because they mad because it's the
Yeah.
white people too.
Okay. Who said that?
Yo, I
So
remember that when they
okay,
all
I am
got
married
on
to
Jonathan
a
Majors. Oh,
rapper.
dealing with these
Yeah,
white men,
But I
dealing
they
with
swear
these
to
do.
God,
white
They
they
girls.
could
they
have said
Really?
Diddy
Oh,
stole
they
a
they
ain't
gotta
candy
women.
get
I
the
bar.
think.
rape kit.
Hold on.
They
What?
could say Diddy stole a candy bar out the store. Y'all gonna be, I know he did it. I bet you he thought he could
Listen,
get away
man.
with it.
Nah,
Listen,
nah,
man.
nah, nah.
Y'all,
That nigga
Like
went to
this
Listen, we
Mexico
situation
get
here,
to
I
Paris.
respected
He
in
believe,
didn't
this
care about no
industry,
candy.
man.
I
Puffy's
believe all
protected
of
by
it.
Cry Davis
Excuse me,
and
Carcino and brothers, right there. So if he had this girl carrying guns around, did you read that part? He
yeah,
would have her hold guns and all that.
something of
He
her.
was psychologically playing with her head.
No, he
Ain't
not.
he
He
like
got to
20
take
years
stuff
older
Really
than
off
holding
her?
a
the
gun? Really?
No, I'm saying she
What are we
said
talking about?
allegedly. No, he was playing psychological games to make her afraid. She said he always made her feel like he could kill her at any moment. Like, you know,
He
that's
can.
me
You
Her
Yo,
know,
what?
holding a
Yo,
gun
what?
is
Yo,
psychologically
yo,
playing
He's
games
like
with her.
what's up
20
with
years
y'all
older
growing
than
up
her.
though?
He's
What's
Her
like
up with
20
holding
y'all
a
years
not
gun
older
is
than
yeah,
her.
he
psychologically
could.
playing games with her.
these
okay,
niggas
here
don't
to
want
answer
power.
that question that she said. Okay, you could ask anybody in the city of New York how many of they women is carrying their weapons for them.
Exactly.
I mean, I hear that on some hood shit. I hear that. I hear
Right,
that.
right.
Exactly. That's why this doesn't not like I don't even understand the question. Like, what
Well,
are
I
you
mean,
talking
but
about?
that's still fucked up though. Hey, Carcino,
Yeah.
Yo, how did
I
dude's car blow up
so
though? LB, I
happy
want to
Oh
know.
God.
finally me
What is this,
What, he ain't
John
do that
Wick?
either?
somebody
He didn't do
What
that,
is this,
LB?
John Wick,
way.
Hold on,
son?
what you
Wait,
say?
hold on.
Carcino,
She
I
was
had a
Oh, go
talking.
ahead. My bad.
question
Okay,
for
go ahead.
you,
Okay, go ahead.
John Wick shoots
please.
people. No blow up cars.
John Wick shit, bro.
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead. You can say. Go ahead. Say what you was gonna say. Tamika, go.
I had a
Okay.
question. I'm a fan. I am.
You should
Okay,
have said
Okay.
wait, Carcino.
Latino.
Remember when you had said that Jada? You said that Jada Pinkett. I'm sorry, brother. You said that Jada
You cut
Uh-oh.
out.
Yeah, you cut
Yeah,
out.
You cut out.
your mic keeps cutting out.
Pinkett
She cut out.
had wrote
Yeah, she in the matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep cutting out.
the script basically for California Love for
Okay.
Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Like I
Yes.
had talked about that
She.
on my podcast, and I just want to ask you: did Jada?
Did he look like the type to choke people out?
Yeah. I heard bits and pieces of what you were saying. She wrote. The thing. The whole. She came up with the whole video for the
The video.
Mad Max under Thunderdome, and she had this before. She claims before Tupac even joined the project. Before he even was involved, she had the original California Love song when it was just Dr. Dre that she was brought on, and that
AKA Flex.
right. But I don't think that is 100% accurate at all. I think Tupac was there when she got on, and he suggested for that to happen. But she claimed that was before Tupac even signed with Death Row. She was already going to do that for Dr. Dre because he sent her a copy of the song, and it just had Dre on it, and so she was already on it. But I don't believe her at that part at all. She
Who?
told him a lot of
Who? What girl?
this Jada
Jada.
Pinkett. That
Oh,
was she came up.
Jada.
Yeah, Jada. She wrote the whole. Came up with the whole thing for because she was going to direct the video. Will Smith snatched her out of the project. over Tupac. So
Okay.
that was the whole thing, and then that's why they had that argument at the restaurant, which she didn't want to go through and break that all down.
She got issues, bro.
Yeah.
But
Look, man, whatever they
I
say,
don't even know who the hell Brother
He
Bilal
did
was
that
until
shit,
like
bro.
3 days ago.
I'm
Like,
with
who
you,
the hell is Brother
outlaw.
Bilal?
Outlaw, I'm with
Man,
you. He did that shit.
thank you, Khalid. Yeah, that's all I'm
He
saying,
did
man.
that shit.
Like
I
you
don't
said,
give
Did
a
man,
fuck.
that
there's
shit.
smoke,
When
there's fire,
there's so
man.
much smoke, dog, it's fire.
There's
You
It's
know
too
what I'm
much
saying?
smoke.
when there's so much smoke, it's
Too
fire.
much smoke, man.
It's too
What's
much
the
smoke. Too
So
much.
So
You
it
get
ain't
it?
called a dog pile, so you can try to find a way to
Garcia's
get
on the
some money.
Diddy
Because notice
payroll.
now how
I
everybody
know.
is broke in this
all right,
situation.
we're gonna start. Let's start with Outlaw.
Notice
Outlaw,
how
go ahead.
everybody is broke in this situation.
What?
Notice that.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
yeah,
What's the
Outlaw.
question?
Outlaw. Why is Diddy guilty? Go ahead. Why
Because
you
he's a
Oh,
think?
why is he
Tupac
guilty in
glazer.
this situation? Hold
Because
Go
on,
he's
ahead.
a
hold on.
Yeah,
Tupac glazer.
Relax,
yeah,
relax,
yeah.
lawyer. Relax, lawyer.
All right,
Hold on.
go ahead, Outlaw.
All
You
right.
got the floor.
Okay. I feel like, listen, I feel like this whole situation, you're right on a certain point. I feel like she was staying there to secure the money as well, too. So everything was happening, but she is kind of guilty of staying around and stuff. But I just feel like, he definitely did this stuff. And I don't know if she does have the recordings or the pictures. I mean, somebody did say that the mom took pictures of the bruises and everything. She should have went to the cops when it first happened. And when you're saying that she wanted to get married and everything, and she wanted to have kids with him and everything, so it just basically it sounds like she wanted to basically to carry the money. She wanted the bag and stuff. But I think he was into that weird stuff. I mean, like I said, if it's smoke, there's fire. I mean, we heard plenty of rumors about this, about Puffy. He's not no saint. I mean, I feel like he's sweet as well too. I mean, he was just flirting with Fabulous on Drink Champs as well too, talking about he wanted him to travel
She
and
made that
straight
shit
and
sound
all
like it
that
was
other
like
stuff.
yesterday. That shit was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
but that's his case.
Yeah, talking
All
about
right,
let's
we
go
got your
shopping.
take.
Let's go shop.
Magnificent. Why do you think Diddy is Diddy? Why you think he
Is
did it?
that's what he did. He did it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did.
He
Hey,
did
don't
it.
be
Like,
saying
okay, he flamboyant.
that.
That
Okay.
still
Now,
don't
he
prove
don't
no
Magnificent
domestic
don't have a
violence.
reason. Magnificent just
Yo,
said
you
he
know
did it.
damn well Diddy's something's wrong with that dude, dog. He
It's
got
like,
old
okay, he
Brooklyn.
flamboyant. We all know that.
Hold
Dub,
on,
you
hold on,
been
hold on, hold on.
around for
Let
like
Let's
Magnificent
go.
two
talk, man.
decades.
And then
Come
look,
on, lawyer. You gonna get your
That
look,
nigga's
chance.
he
crazy.
he has a studio in New York where he
Okay,
has a room
Tupac
that's all
Glazer.
white.
Oh
It's all
It
god.
white,
don't
right?
got nothing to do with New York. I'm just,
Gar-
well,
Hold
number
on, let
Garcia
one,
him
sent me
talk.
I'm
Let
not
him
still
talk.
the
hating.
LB,
Y'all still hating
relax.
right now.
LB,
yo. What about the
relax.
time when
Yeah,
he
relax.
Oh
was
god.
asking his assistant to make him a tuna sandwich, and he would bring the tuna sandwich in, and he'd be butt naked getting the tuna sandwich.
Right.
Like, weird stuff, bro. He just
You added the
Hey,
sandwich part. All
it's
he
his
did was,
house.
like, it's his house.
Oh god.
Now,
oh
did he
my
show
god,
his
he's
joint?
butt
Now, did he
naked.
show his joint to the shorty? Yeah.
Excuse
I
me,
think
can
that's
I
what you
adjust the
said.
video gamer? The video gamer, they all bend over, bro. Like there's no like Aaliyah, even though people like to cheer and praise Aaliyah, she was a toss up too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But she
much
was
the name of the
young.
game.
She was grown.
That's why
But
I didn't
that's
get
the
to get
thing,
too
though.
far in the game because I didn't
Diddy's an
want to bend
upper
over
echelon.
I
for
mean,
women
Mary
or
J
men.
as well
Turned
too.
out a lot of them little.
Respect to her. I got love for
Now,
Mary J,
that's
but
grooming. I don't want to
yeah,
hear
she was
no
grown.
BS about no 19-year-old getting
No,
groomed.
but
You're
listen,
grown.
she's
Now, Aaliyah
19.
was
She was
young.
young.
No BS about a
She was young,
19.
Aaliyah
man.
was 18. If you talking to me about a 19-year-old when you're legally an adult, you
That's
can go
just
to the
legal
smoke
adult. That
shop
don't
now.
mean she's
Come on,
Stop.
man.
emotionally or
21 is
Y'all be
spiritually
legal.
or
First
treating
of all,
developed.
19-year-olds like they children,
second
She's
of
bro.
still
all,
young.
Stop.
that's still
That's
young.
still
This
young,
is some
man.
new
She's
shit
an
that's been going
adolescent.
on because this
Manipulate
is
with
never
money
the
and
case when
power
I
and
was
everything.
19. Never the case. Y'all treat them like they're like 11 years old, like they're 19, bro. You get
Well
your own
hell,
crib at
Aaliyah was
19.
like what?
You get your own crib at
17?
19. What are we talking about?
You gotta think
19
about it.
is
She's seeing these
still really
people.
young,
She's
especially when
seeing
he
these
was in
That's
his
people on
late
crazy.
But there's
TV.
30s,
no
You know,
bro.
grooming
she's young,
involved in
man.
that.
Mag
This
Cassie.
isn't like a Tiger
That's what
situation
she
with the
said.
what's her face Kylie. Kylie was
19
under
is young,
18.
Now,
man.
now she was dead wrong for signing that 10 album contract, though. I can't even lie. That was
I don't want
ludicrous.
to give a damn about no Cassie,
Wow,
bro. I haven't heard from
wow.
Cassie since I was in high school. And then that's what I
She
found out
didn't get a
about that she was like,
she didn't
come
get a
on,
fair
stop.
shake, man. You know how
Okay.
it
Come
is.
That's
on, stop
facts.
it. Outlaw
he
Smoke.
dangled
Well,
the
you was too
record
young to even
label.
know about that.
He
Come on, stop.
dangled that over her head too. Like, if you give me
Right,
a hard time,
right.
I'm not gonna bring your album out and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He
That's
abused her
true,
mentally a
man.
Diddy
lot.
got these cats.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Name name
Hey,
one
Q.
Cassie
He
record
All
told
other
right,
than
Divide
me
her
and
some good
you.
writers, man.
all right,
Name one
Q.
Cassie record other than me and you.
I didn't even know me and you. Hey, go ahead, Q. It's your chance.
That was her hit
You
record
heard
in
the song,
'06.
you know.
Like,
Cassie
Q.
deserves $30
Go
million.
ahead, dog.
Q.
Let's
Why do you think
let's
the
Go
leave
baby?
ahead,
it on
Q.
that.
Hold
I
on.
think
Let
Man,
you
Mizzle,
go.
shut your simp ass up.
I think
That's right.
he,
Your frontal cortex ain't even developed till you're
You
25.
I don't
you
want
would
to
have
hear
Right.
went
that
around with
bullshit
Diddy and
either. Stop
LB.
it with that.
I agree with that.
Might
Go
as
ahead,
well
Q.
40 years for the
I
foolish
just
stuff.
think like I just think that he, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know. I think he did it, man. Everybody done said what they had to say, but and he did
Remember
that shit.
our Kevin
Hold
Samuels
on. Let
He
him
argument,
did
go.
that
Let him
Q.
shit.
go.
He did.
Remember
Hold
that
But
on,
one
I
hold
can't.
on, hold on.
when
I
Y'all
your
let me
emotions
finish.
got
Hold on.
involved.
Let
All right, hold
Q.
on. Let me
It's
finish.
like,
I just feel like I said, when there's so much
LB,
smoke
would you
that
order male
it's
prostitutes
fire. It's
to
been
bang your
Hold
girl?
on. We gonna let Q finish. Then everybody can talk. Go ahead.
it's been too many incidents that he's been violent towards women and towards people. Period. That's trying to mess with his women. Like allegedly that he blew up Kid Cudi car, and we're like or whatever. Like it's been too many incidents as far as with him and everything. And she's been with this
Way too
dude.
many.
She's been with this dude since she was 19 years old. So yeah, he did. I honestly feel like he did mentally and physically abused this woman, man. I really do.
He had her like a
Like, and he
concubine
controlled
when
her with
she was
with
young.
his power, with his connections that he have in the music industry, and his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you were saying that, oh, she kept going back. Well, of course she gonna keep going back, because he has
The
that
power.
lifestyle that she wants, that she craved, that she really want, and
That's the
everything
end right there.
being
You did
taken
it.
care of.
You ain't taking
Why
care of
would you?
lifestyles you want. Yep, that's
Yeah,
it.
why would you not keep going back? And you
Because you
saying
And,
get
there's
your
and,
no
head
proof,
knocked in.
and,
That's
and
why
then
and
you
you
on
saying,
and on top of that, he's a blackball king as well too. He be blackballing people out the game as well. You know,
oh yeah, come on now, yeah, we all know that, yeah.
listen, his
But
allegiance with Clyde Davis for sure. You
he
know,
used. I honestly feel like the moral of the story on this, he just used his money and his power
Pat.
and his control over
Everybody
her
knows
whole
about
life,
Puffy, man.
dog.
If you don't
She
know about
accepted it.
Puffy,
Yes,
either you're a
she
square
accepted it.
or you don't know what's
She
going
Yeah,
on.
accepted it because of the lifestyle. That's what it all
right.
because of that lifestyle. And
Or she
do I
wanted
believe
babies
her? I
because
believe her
he was gonna
1,000%.
That's
All
I
right.
right.
believe her
All right, let Tamiko
1,000%.
go ahead and
shout out.
state it. Tamiko, go ahead and state what your opinion is, why you think that this man is guilty, and right away from when she made her claim.
Okay, well, first of all, I just believe that just historically, like I stated earlier, he's shown quite a lot of violent tendencies, like, and then blaming others or framing others for his mess. He's never really taken accountability for any of the crap. Like, for years, we've heard about all these different artists complaining about how he's stolen their publishing or disrespected them in some major way. I think the bigger thing is the
Everybody
fact
knows.
that he may be connected to the Tupac murder and the Biggie murder,
He
among
is.
others. You know what I'm saying? Then Jaguar Wright claimed that her lawyer friend was at the Uptown and saw what's his name, Christopher Williams giving fellatio to Diddy, and he said, if you can make a man suck your dick, you can make him do anything, right? So he's a power tripper. So I just,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like overall he's just I feel it's the classic case of a young woman, allegedly, of a young woman who, yeah, she had the glitter in her eyes. She maybe was one of them
Taking the
fast track
$150.
type of girls. She was doing like a couple of movies too. Remember, she did movies too. She was gonna be the next little it girl, and I feel like she got caught up
Are
Yeah,
you
she
kidding
left
me?
Ryan Leslie. She's not perfect. She was a teenager, guys. When she left Ryan Leslie for Puffy, and I'm sure Puffy got game. That nigga know how to talk for his. He is a pretty brilliant artist, like a producer type. You may not like the man or whatever, but I will tell you, Puffy has a lot of great business acumen, and he has a beautiful sense of style in a lot of ways. Again, I told y'all can see me in that video. Nobody gonna hold me down. I'm in that video with him and Mace. But anyway,
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
just think overall he's shown a lot of questionable,
Yeah, he
poor
came a long way from a small
character,
boutique
bad
label.
moral
And you see
stuff.
what Mace
And,
is
and, and
talking about
again,
Puffy as
Kim
well too.
Porter's dead, and I feel like a lot of people ain't tolerating a lot of his nonsense at this time because his baby mama Kim Porter ended up dead, and I feel like a lot of people point the finger at him and think that he had something to do with that. So now they look, and then Cassie like quickly left. She didn't stay that much longer after Kim died. Kim died in November, like yesterday. What was the
Yep.
anniversary, right? So,
Yep.
she left
Yes.
soon after. And I feel like any victim of abuse, and I believe she
Shout out Gangu
is
Road.
a
You said
victim of
10
abuse.
years,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, she probably, y'all, and Gold Digger, y'all try to make Gold Digger like it's a bad thing. Like, if a woman
No,
is
that is
considered a highly exotic, beautiful woman, like a lot of you brothers get caught up in this, she's exotic. Well, I need an Asian woman, I need a Latin woman, I need a white woman crap. The rich ones, right?
not
So then
50.
y'all going and get with these little gold digger types. Well, aren't they giving you beauty? I think in the Quran it states that a woman can just marry for beauty. Like all she has to do is be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So if she's beautiful, like y'all don't get with Bonita down at the fucking library. Y'all don't get with you know, Will Nelda Jenkins down the street. Y'all going to get with them so-called 10 plus chicks that y'all never would have got in real life, except now you got money, right? So yeah, I think they abuse women like that. I think a lot of women. I've worked and modeled with women who were so-called this type, and they get with these baller types, and they get abused quite often. Like, but they don't talk about it. They don't talk about when they get punched and kicked and sexually abused and traded around. They don't talk about that. And a lot of these dudes have women issues because a lot of them do be gay and they don't really like women. They just marry women because of the clout, because they look beautiful, because it makes
Put it
them
real.
not look like they're gay in public or whatever the
See what she's
nonsense
saying is
is.
100%
I will tell
fact.
you, what am I talking about? I'm talking about, I don't think that Puffy is innocent, and I don't think Cassie is fully innocent like the other speaker, panelist said. I think it's just more him abusing her and taking advantage of her than her doing the opposite. I think it was a mutual exchange, but I think he took it too far. And I think when drugs are involved, people act crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I can't dismiss her claim. Thank you, Third Eye Sire Supreme. Can't
All right.
dismiss her claim just because we don't have physical proof. We've seen his character throughout the years, haven't we? Wait a minute.
Yep.
Misa, right? His other baby mama, she not even letting the other son hang out around Puffy at this time. Did y'all know that? He's just a bad character person. That's
I don't
it.
know how y'all know that.
That's
Y'all
not
is
even,
way into
that's
Yo,
too.
wolf
Puppy
son.
say he likes to
All
There,
right.
scratch.
Misha,
Well,
thank you. She
all right.
has no powers
All
as a
right.
child when he got
All
with
right.
her. Thank you.
Now,
Puppy.
now Puppy's
I
lawyer.
don't really have a
Puppy's
saying.
lawyer.
I just go facts and
Puppy
evidence
sidekick,
like
like.
normal people. I just choose
Puppy.
facts and evidence over emotion like a normal human being instead of glazing niggas because like glazing a nigga who's been dead for like 30 years, outlaw. Like, come on.
You,
Like,
man,
Cena, question
LB
for
hasn't
you.
been on this
Cena,
panel
question
in a
for you.
long time. He
Yeah.
showed up with
Okay.
Puppy.
I
That's
just
what he
looked
knows.
up, like, you said 10 years ago. She let them in 2019. Okay. I'm just doing the math here because she's 40. Because I just looked it up. She's 40.
She's 37 now.
She's
No, she's
37.
40. She's 40.
She's
She
30.
is
She's
now 37.
37.
When he got with her,
37,
she
She's
was
LB.
19 and he was
1968.
38.
She was born 1968, August 26. She's 37 years old.
Yeah.
You
Cause I'm
said born
30.
in
Cause I'm
1968. What?
1986.
huh?
Yeah,
What
she
you
was
talking?
she was born August 26,
She's
1986.
37.
I mean
Right.
1986. My
Puffy's
fault.
like 56, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I'm
1986.
Okay.
38. She
So,
with
Right.
me. She
37.
rhyme with me. Yeah, she with me. I'm 38. I just turned
Right.
38. So I know she with me.
Right. So
Yep.
she was 19. Right. She was 19 when she
She was
met Diddy.
19.
was already messing with Ryan Leslie, who was also young, like 18.
Okay, yeah, my fault. Yeah, 37.
Yeah.
Still doesn't matter. Still grown.
Right. But the thing is,
Like, I'm not playing these games, bro. You over
It
18.
don't
I'm
mean
not
she
playing these
deserved to
games,
be
bro.
abused, though. That's what I keep hearing.
all right,
Y'all
well,
men
wait,
seem
we
like
never
y'all
If
got
you
to
want to
this
say
question.
abuse,
Hold
get it. But
on.
we're not about to say
Hold
grooming.
on. LB
Like,
was asking me
like
a question.
that's what y'all be crossing the line at. Like,
All right, hold on. LB was asking me a question. You
grooming
never got
and
to the
abuse is two different things, bro. Like, y'all going way down the deep end. It's like, dog, she grown as hell. So how's
So
it
how do
grooming?
how do you measure it, LB?
Okay, well, hold on. LB was
If
asking me a
you're over
question. We never got
18,
to the question.
dude, you're
There's
an
no
adult.
abuse
Like,
if
what are
you're
we
over
talking
18.
about?
LB, you was asking me a question. What was the question?
Wow.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I think it was about her ages. I was just doing the math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1986.
I'm like, she's still 19, still
So
grown
you
ass
don't think
woman.
he
You can
did
still
none of it
rent out
at
her
all,
apartment. You can
LB?
still do all type of shit.
LB, you don't think he did none of it at all?
Of
That's
course
not
he
the
does.
question. That's not the
See,
problem. I
I'm
go
telling you.
with facts over evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, facts over emotion.
Yeah.
I go with facts and evidence over emotion.
Well,
Y'all
facts
go
is
conspiracy theories, and this is
his
why half of the
history.
time I'll be
He's
just sitting there
shown
just listening and don't really be like, man, I'm not even getting into.
what the
Now,
facts
every
is.
time when
He's
y'all
shown
don't like
over the years
somebody,
his
and
character.
I'm talking specifically to the panel, every time when y'all don't like somebody, y'all just go to roll
This
with it.
nigga been showing
LeBron,
you his character for
Diddy,
years, dog,
Jay,
He's
and
been.
you
y'all
gonna
always
sit
do
I mean,
there
that.
and
come on.
ignore
It's
that
been,
shit?
Yo,
Now,
LB, you act like
LeBron
we
did.
ain't got no like.
Nah,
how many things you heard
nah,
about Puffy throughout the
Wait, wait,
years?
wait.
It doesn't
nah.
Whatever
matter
they
about
Okay,
said
what I
here
LeBron
heard.
did, he did
somebody
It
that.
brought
doesn't
up
LB
a
matter
act
good
about
like
what
we
I
Right,
ain't got.
heard. Is
right,
what actually happened. Like,
it's the
LB
right.
same
act like
thing.
Puffy's
Russell
a
Simmons is
pastor,
known to be
Pastor
gay,
Puffy.
right? But then he married Kimora Simmons when she was like, he started
To the
okay,
courting
look.
her when
then
she was
that's
like
on
To
her.
the
15,
That's
look.
her problem. She
15,
stay with the
16.
nigga.
It's
And
business
She stay
relationship.
with the nigga. That's her problem.
and the way Kimora Lee says now at
No, she
50,
was.
she says now that Russell Simmons took advantage of her and all this, but she was a
Because the
very
money's low.
conscious
No, she
15 and
left
16-year
him.
old girl.
Dog,
You
y'all
know what
be
I'm
treating
saying?
like these chicks be like stupid or something. Like, come
She
on,
went,
son.
but
Like,
she
I
went
was
and
a
had a
teenager
baby
when all
with
this shit was
two
going
different
on.
dudes. She's with another dude. She had
I know
another
plenty
baby
of
with
women that
another
was
guy
dealing with
and
rappers,
another
that was
baby with
dealing with
another.
rappers and all type of shit. They knew exactly what they was doing.
Yep.
Like, we not about to play this game like they
So what
stupid.
does that mean, Carcino?
Nah.
She's
Like,
not
they go out there
Yo,
deserving
way
of
to
a
yo,
set
good
stuff
Casino,
loving
up.
someone
man?
said send the
No,
link.
no. She divorced Russ when and she
Somebody else.
had Baby Fat. They had the whole company together. They had Fat Farm, and he created
Got the
Baby
link,
Fat
yo.
for her. And they had to split the Baby Fat. Baby Fat became bigger than Fat Farm, but they
I remember.
were a brand. And she had her kids and everything else, and all the money was going good. But then they split up when the money wasn't going the way she wanted. She wanted to live her own life and get out and do her own thing. So she
And
went
once
out and had
Baby
her own
Fat fell
company.
off,
Yep, and all her stuff started falling off. All her little her ventures started to fail. She married. She didn't marry. She married the African dude, Samo.
Yeah, we know about Kimura Lee. We know her.
Yeah. So she had a baby by him. Now she got with this other guy. Had a baby with him, and now
Jaimin,
she
huh?
left him. Yeah. So now after having all of these kids now, and now she realized her money drying up. She gonna look at Russ. Russ out the country now. He just sold all his businesses, so she can't get nothing for them.
But
And the
Russ
kids
is
she got
sus.
with Russ, they grown. So
Yep.
they on their own. So you can't get no more money out of him. So now you stuck. So what's your next move? Oh, we gotta bash him and he gotta take care of the babies and these kids they going to college and doing this and don't disrespect them. Now she gonna want to do a tell-all. It's all this stuff is finna come up to a head because everybody looking at this as the new money grab.
I hear you about that,
Yeah.
Carcino. That's very
That's been
gold
the money grab.
diggerish. I hear that.
Yeah.
That's
That's why I said I don't like
But she
gold
did
diggers.
gold digging.
you
But
don't like
what,
gold diggers. Okay,
But
but
sure.
my thing
Bro,
is
this is a
But you
different
agree
if
with all this
situation.
bullshit.
my
Right.
thing
This is a
is
different
Cassie should
situation.
admit this.
Somebody got.
No, it's not. Same
hold
shit.
on. Let Casino talk. Let Casino
My
talk.
bad.
Yeah,
He married her for her beauty and her youth. It's a
Diddy.
mutual exchange,
So why does she want to
especially if she
marry
helps
Diddy
him make more
and want
money.
to have kids with Diddy after he's been doing
To
all this
To
get
stuff?
the
secure the bag.
child
If
support
we
check.
look at all the
To get the
evidence
child
that
support.
he said that happened in that court papers that was doing to her, flying over there and calling up a bunch of male escorts and having them do acts and recording it, and you know all this is fact, and he still got it on tape, and he been doing all of this to you. Why in the world you want to marry this man?
Exactly.
I feel like because she feel like she's been through all this situation, she's already been through it. He already got all the evidence against her and stuff. So she was like, you know what, let me secure the bag and
When
get
did she
child
go
support.
through
You
it
know what I'm saying?
before?
Let me get something out of it.
She wanted.
You talk
That
about
was the
Cassie.
end
When she go
game.
Exactly.
through
She
it
But
wanted to
before?
she
leave
got
him and
tired
get
of
them
it.
child
She
support
got
payments.
tired of it
She
the second
left
time.
She
Diddy,
got
He
tired of
went
it.
too
That's
far.
and
what was the
she
end game.
stated he left Diddy because their fight is because he was never gonna marry. He bought her a ring, promising she was the one, but he never married her. He was just stringing her along.
Remember
She
when
wanted to
she,
be
Cino,
married and she
remember when
wanted to
she
have
got
kids.
mad about the
Hold on.
80-20
Listen.
rule that he said? Y'all
Man, she
remember that?
wanted
The
to see.
80-20
That
rule
was
that he
the
was talking
end
about?
game.
Yeah,
So to
That
answer your
wasn't the
Wait
question,
end.
a minute.
Like, she
Let's
was
not
I
cool with him
forget
for
he
like
was
2
with
more
Kim
years.
Porter this whole time too. By the way, Puffy was just doing too much.
I mean, that's
well,
what.
Like,
let's get
I'm
to
just
the
so
doing
you
some
clincher.
saying
math here.
why
If
she
your
wanted to have
Miami ain't
kids
complaining,
with
bro.
him? That's why. That was the
Kim
end
was a
game.
grown woman and she's a model. These women know the game. They played her position. Kim played her position. She ain't never came out said nothing bad about Diddy. She played her position. She got paid. Diddy paid her money, took care of the kids, did everything he's supposed to do by him. He could go out and date other women and do whatever he feel like. That's
That's
his
because
Lori
he
prerogative.
beat the
Harvey.
bejesus them allegedly. She was too
Lori
scared to
Harvey, that
leave,
was
and he
one.
got her
What was
knocked
the
up
other
again.
one?
She figured out.
You cut out.
You cut
Yeah,
out.
you said that. But yeah,
You keep
you know,
cutting
they
out.
saying she
Lori
probably
Harvey.
Diddy
What
in
was
the
the other
chat.
one?
They say that Puffy had something to do
Oh, they
with
saying something.
her getting messed.
Yeah,
Getting Shakir Stewart
send
murdered.
Vic
Zach, for those who don't
to go
know,
on the game.
and Al B. Sure, she was still trying to be cool with her baby daddy, Al B. Sure, and Puffy was jealous about that too, and was sabotaging all that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And making threats and all of that. He's
Ain't
just
that King
foul,
Yep.
Cone?
man. And it's all
Ain't
because
that
Yeah,
she
He's a
King
smelled
all
good.
that.
Cone?
We
Ain't that King
discussed
Cone's
all
father or
this
some
on the
shit?
Patreon. So all this was discussed on the Patreon. But that has
Allegedly.
yeah, the
I mean, we
evidence
all
coming
know
out
about
now.
King Cone's father being Al B. Short. I mean, well, not King Cone's, but the other son or whatever. We know that.
Are you
no,
talking about Justin?
Not just,
no.
I don't
I'll
know.
be
Man,
sure
one of them.
son.
That's
Yeah,
Wolf's
I'll
son.
be sure
Quincy.
son. Yeah, the one
Quincy.
that
Not
yeah.
Quincy Cone. I forgot which one. I can't keep up.
No, you talking
Quincy.
about his firstborn
He
son.
got
Yeah, that's Al B.
Justin.
Short's
Oh,
son or
that's
whatever. He
Wolf's
just
son.
adopted him. Like,
Yeah.
Right. That's his.
He
I'll
got
be sure.
Justin and the twins, and then he got the other boy with Misha. But Misha keeps that boy away from Puffy because she said he's bad news. She said that publicly on Instagram.
What you talking about, Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
oh, typical woman telling her
No,
black
not Justin.
father.
The other little
You go.
real,
Do you think this?
the other
Are
one,
you
the
talking
little
about?
funny shaped head boy, the one that got the real round face. You know, his
Oh,
baby mama was in that Puffy,
the
the
one that
Biggie
looked like the
video with the blonde
bodyguard,
hair.
the one that looked like his best friend, the one that looked like Wolf.
Oh, you talking about Dang.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Yeah. The one
Oh,
that's
that's
Versus
the
Uh-uh.
one that's a
reputation
rapper.
than
Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
him.
One that's a
versus
rapper.
reputation than Puffy's.
I thought that was Justin, but
No, that's not Justin.
No.
Justin's the one that looked like Wolf.
that's what I was saying. That's what I
Mm.
was talking about.
Nah, not him.
Nah, not him. It's the
Man, you know
what
when
you
you
talking-
see him and you see Al B. Shore, you know which one's the oldest brother, I
yeah. I know what
think.
you're talking about. The one that was on Power.
I guess, yeah,
Raising
whatever.
Cane's.
Oh, you are right. His name is Justin. The other one's name is King. King
Oh, you talking
Combs.
about
Right,
Wolf's son?
King is the one that
No,
that
yeah,
looked like
King
Diddy.
Combs is the rapper one. That's the
Right,
rapper
And
one.
then
Oh, King
Justin is
Combs
the
is the
one with
rapper.
Misha. You right.
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
Justin.
that's Wolf's son.
That's why I told you Justin lived with them. So that's like Justin's right there with them.
No,
They all live.
the mama done pulled him out. The mama pulled him
Man,
out
that
like
nigga
earlier
been
this
there the
year.
whole
She
time. You see him
Yeah,
chilling with him.
because
What are we talking about?
yeah,
That nigga,
Justin.
Justin
okay,
got
that's
Justin
conspiracy
got in a car
theory, bro.
accident and the mama he got a DUI and the
It don't
mama was
matter how he
mad.
feel. We all see the nigga with him.
Yeah,
Like,
the charges got dropped and stuff like that, like recently. But I don't know if he's still around them. I don't know. But yeah, but she was going off. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell it all" and all this other stuff. She was ready to tell it all. But I
tell
guess
all
stuff
what?
got cleared up.
How many times we heard I got didn't the dude with Will Smith the other day? What's his name? Bilal or whatever? I didn't know who that nigga was till 2 days ago. I was like, who the hell is brother Bilal?
And that's crazy because that's my
That's his
son's
best friend,
name, and I'm
right?
just so
Isn't
embarrassed
that
for
his
his name
Oh,
to
I
be
got
Bilal
receipts. They
now.
all say they got receipts. White 100 say he got receipts every week.
Oh,
Like, what
you
you
know
talking about?
he's not credible for nothing.
Bilal, he said he was his
Who? And
assistant.
then somebody, and then you mentioned Jaguar White. Really? Like,
I didn't
what
Look,
you
mention
talking
man.
that,
about?
but
I
some of
believe,
her stuff is
I
absolute
believe
Shit,
Brother
all
complete
you
crap. You
Bilal.
know.
motherfuckers, like,
Can
they
I
all got
mention
Look,
agendas.
if he really would have busted Dwayne and Will humping in the fucking thing on the set, you know that whole
Like, we would
set.
have been
What's
knew
the
about
thing called?
Dwayne
The
Martin and
dressing room.
Will.
No, but
Like, come
It
that
would have
rumor's
on.
always
smelled
been out
straight
there
like boo boo. Come on now, if you doing anal sex, that ain't no thing that just pops off.
though.
Just like, whoo, I'm doing this. Just like when you slip off and have sex with your girl, and y'all do a
I
little
would
brush,
not know.
quick at the Burger
I
King or
don't
something
know
like
Look,
that.
either.
I wouldn't
It
know.
ain't.
I don't want to
It,
hear
I don't
it's
know.
right.
The Burger
So I
King.
feel like
hey,
he didn't
look.
mention nothing about shit smell or nothing. That's why I don't believe him. I don't believe Bilal about
He
that
just said he was
particular story. I
murdering
think
I
them.
that Will was
believe
like,
full of
all these
shit.
Bilal,
dudes just
but
come
I
in and
You,
just
believe
you,
Big
talk
he,
about it,
Boo.
he
try to
say I
get
I
you to
smell
believe
hump.
stink
all
as
these
soon as I open
people.
the door, because that's what I would have
We
done.
know
I would
you
have been like,
believe
God
anything,
damn, as
Well,
soon as
I'm
Q.
I
gonna
open
tell
the
you
shit,
this
I
right now.
smell,
Nito,
I
I'm
smell
gonna
boo
tell
boo
you what I
everywhere.
Nito.
know.
That ain't
I
This
real.
is what
believe,
happened
Wait,
right now.
hold on. Go ahead,
I
Cito.
believe Big
This
Boo.
man
I
said, this
believe Brother
man
Bilal.
stated, says, I'm a
I,
I'm a man. He's like, I'm a Muslim. He's like, and being a Muslim, and I've been a Muslim, he's like, I've been a Muslim for all these years, and we cannot bear false witness. We gotta have evidence. We cannot make no statements without having the evidence. And he's like, before I do an interview with anybody, I show them my evidence before I even say anything. So I showed him I have evidence of this. Like, I got evidence, I got proof. And he said, I can know more. I've been with this dude for like 38 years. I've been around Will Smith. So he said, I got more than this, and he knows it.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's
You?
all I can tell you.
Okay,
I
I'll put it like
believe him.
this.
Yeah, I
I
believe
So
him.
Bet a
if
believe
he's
pussy
Big.
so
got receipts.
okay,
I
first of
believe Big
all,
Boo, and I believe Cassie. I believe these people,
I
dog.
believe
Hold
And
on.
Bilal,
you
but
He
I'm
keep
with
better
my
on
got
man.
going
he
And
better
up
look,
got
there, you
hold on.
gonna
He
see
better
all
got
that.
receipts because it ain't just gonna be him liable. It's gonna be Tasha K getting sued again. So he better have receipts.
Look,
Tasha
What?
man.
K already getting sued by Cardi
Wait,
B.
wait.
Already
Look,
got
man.
false
I
arrest
just
from
don't know
Cardi.
why.
Like,
Why
come
is
on.
Will Smith
Tasha K
circles
can't
like
get
starting to
sued because
break
this
up
boy
now?
went on her
What's going
show.
on with that?
That's him stating his opinion on her show. She didn't say nothing. She just interviewed him. She can't get sued for that. And I worked with Will Smith before too, by the way. And no, I wasn't all in his sex business like that. But I will tell you, first of all, Philadelphia's whole foundation of black is Islam. So that's not that's
Yep.
like the norm. Like Bilal is that's like the norm of Philly.
Yeah, I knew when you said your son is named Bilal.
But
I knew you right. You had to be there because not
why is
too
he
many
telling
brothers are named Bilal
it
that's not
now
Muslim.
though? It's my son, whoop de doo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Jada
saying?
said,
That
yo,
ain't,
we're taking legal action.
it is
And,
what it
and,
is.
Look,
and hold
man.
on, not to be in your business, but clarify what you did with Will Smith because everybody's gonna say you capping. You know, you know how the internet is.
Did anybody ask that or
So
you
what
asking?
when I was
No,
up in
you know
Hollywood,
you
I
was
did a lot
thinking
of
it.
music videos. So I'm in that video, New Millennium video with Will, and we work together. You work with people for like a few days, and you be cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know all that other stuff. Who he messing with? That's always been the rumors though around LA with the Benny Medina, another one who uses his power position to take advantage of young black men in the film and music industry. You know what I'm saying? And I used to hang out with QD3 too, Quincy Jones the third, Quincy Jones' son too. I mean,
Yeah.
them circles be
Okay.
small, especially black Hollywood. And once people kind of know stuff about you or allegedly think they know, it's like everybody knows and it's considered the norm. It's not like abnormal. It's like Eddie Murphy. Everybody knew Eddie Murphy was into
Somebody's
trans
out
women back
chopping.
in the 90s, but nobody outside of the industry would really believe you. But when he picked up that trans woman off of Santa Monica Boulevard, everybody in Hollywood knew it was true because in LA, everybody knows that when you pick up a prostitute on Santa Monica, that's the gay strip. Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard is where a lot of the women are, and Sunset is where both of them are. That's why they busted Tevin Campbell prostituting. I don't know if y'all knew about that.
Mhm.
Tevin Campbell was out there sucking sucking peen for
We know
crack.
Tevin can't believe.
And
Yeah,
he
I think he
admitted.
came out
it's
like
just a
2
rough,
years
Yeah,
and
he
ago.
that's
came
not
out.
alleged. You can
Everybody
look
knew.
that up. You can look that up.
No,
Yeah, he
he came out.
came out
Everybody was
10 years
What
knowing.
did they
ago.
do to
Everybody
Tevin Campball? Like
Yeah, he
Everybody
came
knew
out.
he
He
Tevin
was
was
Campbell
gay.
was
going
hanging out with Quincy
round
Jones
Yeah,
and
and
Prince. What did they do to that boy?
Yeah.
he
well,
just
that
randomly
he
he
was
just randomly came out and said, "Oh, by
a
the way, guys, I'm
prospect.
gay." Like we all knew that.
Oh, we was
We
like,
out here in
okay.
LA did know about Eddie Murphy, but if you would have been trying to tell people about Eddie Murphy being bi or liking trans women back in the 90s, nobody believed me except other Hollywood people. Other Hollywood people, we
Mm.
Right.
already know that stuff.
Question though.
Well,
You know what I'm
Question though
saying?
with the
But
Eddie
to try to
Murphy
tell the
thing.
average person out in
Now,
Chicago or
question though
something,
with the Eddie
like shout out
Murphy
Chi-Town.
thing. Just to
that's
get
what
context, with the Eddie Murphy thing. At the time, did he know? Did he get trapped, or did he know from the jump?
I mean, what are you talking about? Did he know?
like did he
Okay,
I'm
know
so
it
saying, did he
the
know, or
story
did he
that
get
they
and
trapped?
say,
went
the
out there to
story
pick
that
them
they
up with his
say
car.
is
Yeah,
that
that's what I
he
wanted to
said he
know.
just
Did he
was
get
it was
trapped, or did he
wait, look,
know from
this
the
the
jump
story
that
they tell.
if she was a trans?
Allegedly, because Eddie Murphy got arrested for this shit.
Okay, that's what I
Allegedly,
wanted to know.
Eddie Murphy said he thought it was a woman walking down the street on Santa Monica Boulevard at 2 a.m, and he
Okay.
thought that he was just giving a woman a ride home. That's the story.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay. Popo pulled them over. Boom. Now, when the trans lady came out, she said what it was, and then next thing you know, her ass was dead over a ledge. Like they found her dead because right at that time he was coming out with the Nutty Professor, and they wasn't about to have nothing messing up the Nutty Professor. Nothing. You understand? Disney ain't trying to hear about Eddie
Right.
Murphy picking up transsexuals, so they
Oh
really tried
no.
to quiet that up. But everybody in
They had
LA,
to
we
clean
all
it
No,
knew
up.
about that. But
she
that's what I'm
decided
saying.
to
People
jump
be
off the
knowing about
building.
these celebrity people, but if you're not in the
Oh, she
circle,
did.
you don't be knowing.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the tranny decided to jump off the building.
Well, yeah, they decided to settle out of court, and Ray Donovan got involved.
Oh,
But
all right.
yeah, see, I knew Eddie was guilty when he went to the Inquirer.
Hi, everyone.
Nobody goes to the Inquirer makeup store. They be like 3 aliens landed
He
last
got
week, and then
arrested for it. That's what I
oh
know.
well, yeah,
oh,
he
so he
did.
got arrested for soliciting prostitution.
Yeah, and then the thing
Yeah.
is he went to the
But
Inquirer
I just want to
himself.
know: did he knew it was a woman, or was it a trans
No,
lady?
he knew exactly what it was. He knew exactly what it was.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Shut up,
Yeah,
man. That's all I'm asking the damn question because I wanted to know.
Hi, everyone.
that wasn't his first
Hi.
trip down there.
Hey,
Well, somebody in LA who lives in LA knows that Santa Monica is for the trans. We all know that.
Fact.
I'm
I'm
not
Yep.
clout chasing, honey. I'm just
that's
Oh,
T
okay.
Smith. I'm just telling you, in LA, everybody
No
knows that
doubt.
Santa
What's
Monica
up,
is where the
L6?
trans
Yeah,
prostitutes.
yeah,
Everybody
I
knows
believe
that.
you on that. I
Oh,
believe you on
FMO.
I believe that.
I'm out.
Okay.
Man, Santa Monica is a
Okay,
that. I
big.
don't
Mo
know nothing
said
about
she
Santa
has a
Monica
personal
though.
situation she want to discuss.
Santa
Go
Monica
ahead. Hold
Boulevard.
on. Hold
Yeah,
on.
hold
Hold
on.
on. Everybody, let Mo talk. Go ahead. Mo, you
Um,
got the floor.
thank you. Okay, so just a random
Yeah,
thing really
Disney
quick.
has a mafia.
A random thing really quick. So someone's mic is just making this nonstop crunching sound, like over and over and over, and it's making it
Hold
so
on.
like your channel,
think if you
like people can't hear you guys.
get a
Okay.
lady on the panel.
Okay. What you got on the subject?
Okay, so I think I've only told this story. Well, no, I've never really told this story. I wrote it down. Okay, so you guys know like who MGK is, Machine Gun Kelly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember when he used to be like an up and coming rapper in like Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was with Puffy.
Yeah, well, he got
Yes.
signed by Diddy, and like I was there, not for the meeting, but like for the afterwards. And I was talking to Colson Baker, that's MGK's
That's
real name.
MGK. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, like, this guy wants me to change everything about myself. He says my albums aren't gonna sell, and like my sound isn't original anymore, and all this stuff. And like throughout my friendship, I guess, with him and like friendship with his daughter and stuff. Like he, I don't know how to explain it, but like Diddy had this like power. I don't know what it was, but like this weird power over people that were smaller than him. Like he would, okay, so with women and with like anyone he deemed like lower than him, he was really like a threatening presence. But whenever the presence was him with another, like, okay, like a strong black man, he wouldn't even like hang around that guy because I think he has like, I think he's really insecure about like his height or his looks or something, because if just the most bare minimum normal looking like attractive black guys in the room, he like gets visibly upset. He likes like feminine people. I don't know how to explain it, but so I've been wanting to share this forever, and I didn't know who to bring it to. I found your channel and like just listening, I was like, I guess this is a better time, or there's no better time, I guess, and they can do with this information as they want to. I have nothing to gain from it. I have nothing to like lose, but yeah, that's it. And I really appreciate you guys just allowing me to come up and share that. And if you have any questions, I didn't sign an NDA. This was before he really blew up on the scene. Like this was before he even like collabed with, I want to say before he collabed with like Chief Keef or something. Yeah. For Wild
Okay.
Boys.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
MGK.
Yeah, that was like early 2010s or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was the MGK fan here, so
Oh, really?
He was a
yeah.
teenager, wasn't he?
He
No, I
was
think
like,
he was like 2021 or something.
he was like 19, 20.
Yeah, the Sale, when he did Sale, the video for Sale, that was
I'm a
like
wild
done
boy.
at
I'm a wild
Yeah,
boy.
I remember
yeah,
that.
Wild
I
Boy.
remember Wild Boy.
Yeah, Sale is a dope video. The one he did just at the crib, that was dope.
Yeah,
Right.
I think
I
he came out
remember.
around 2013,
Oh yeah, I remember.
I think.
Put
He
on,
came out like
putting on,
the
putting
end
on,
of 106 and
putting
4.
on, putting on. See, I know him from back then. Bone Thugs till I die.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was till it was Wild Boy.
Also, like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that like I'm talking like quietly and like slowly. I'm just trying to make sure that I get my words out, but also I'm trying not to be loud because I don't want like I don't know, I'm not a really loud person, but yeah, there's a lot of people in your chat that don't like me. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know why, but the
I
thing
what
is
They're
that
saying like I was his assistant. I wasn't his assistant. I was his friend. I'm Colson's like friend. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't pay
okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to know when he going
So
back
you're
to rap.
basically confirming the fact that Puffy had poor character.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but he's really weird. Like, again, he likes people that he can control. And I think that's why he had it out for Tupac. And this is just my opinion, but I think Tupac embodied everything he wanted to be.
The word you're looking
Yep.
for is
I
inferiority
agree with that.
complex.
Yes.
Inferiority complex is the word you're
Tupac
looking
was a
for.
loudmouth, and I think he got his because
That's why he
he
didn't want
brought
DMX.
when he had Faith
Well,
Evans come out there and do that song, and then he reneged on giving her the 25 cash that he claimed he was going to give her and tell her she had to give him head. She did give him head and do all that. And then she went back east, told Puffy and Biggie
not
what
you.
Tupac did. And that's what I really think got, because, Biggie beat Faith's ass for that. He beat her down for that.
But
they still didn't
that's
like the
on
fact
him. That's
that
on
But you
Tupac
won't talk about that. No,
he disrespected Faith Evans with that. And I think that's why, if allegedly, I think that was another reason why he wanted Tupac gone, allegedly.
Well, So the thing is the guy that is now
I'm
in
gonna tell
jail
you right
for
now, just to say
Tupac's,
that.
ending, like, so Diddy was the one that put the hit out on Tupac, and this guy, like, straight up has been going on, like, Vlad TV, like, Vlad is a fed, but whatever. So this guy has been, like, telling
Lord in
everyone,
heaven.
but, like, he'd been telling everyone pretty much, like, he did it. And it took, 20 years for him to get caught?
27.
And,
But
like,
I
how
have
No,
a
is
he didn't get
Diddy
question.
not
20.
involved?
I have a question. Why did she wait this long to come out and sue Diddy? Why did she wait?
Cause she
Here's
going
my
broke.
theory. I think it's
Listen,
because
I
look,
it's
got
a
an answer
power
for that.
thing. It's a
listen,
power thing. I
you know,
swear.
listen, when you're in a violent situation, she probably didn't realize until she started having babies, and she probably having PTSD. She probably having PTSD
She
and has
realized
gone
she
to
was with a
counseling.
personal trainer and she wasn't making no bread. That's what happened. Because
Yeah,
personal
that
trainers are
I
normally
told you.
broke.
You got
once that
This is
insufficient
money,
all
funds.
alleged, Fire and Lansky. Nobody knows.
once that
Come
money,
on, we're having fun here,
He
Flyer.
messed up his career. Like you
But
messed up
don't
your
you think?
career
once
with
that
dealing
money,
with celebrity when you're getting celebrities on your payroll because you messing around with dudes, girls, and wives and stuff. So who's gonna hire you now?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
and then on top
real
of that,
shit.
like I said, he's the blackball king, so he's gonna blackball you out the game. That's
Anybody would
basically
do
what
that.
it is.
Are you kidding me? Anybody would do
Nah,
that.
but
You
bro,
lucky I
come
don't
on,
kill you. Like, it's
come.
just like I'm just
Hey,
being
hey,
real.
hey,
Like,
hey,
bro.
you see, that's what I'm saying. Puffy ain't no saint. He said he
You guys,
lucky he ain't take him out. So
I'm really sorry, like, if like, for coming up and stuff. Like, I see the chat, they're like, get her out and she's bad and
Girl, they
all this
do that
stuff.
to everybody. You can't take that
Oh,
personal.
Yeah, don't
I
worry
didn't
about
know that.
that. Don't worry about
I didn't
that.
know that. But no, it's just I wanted to sort of expose Diddy for who he is. Like, he is a controlling, manipulative, like,
Can we pause
insecure.
though? Wait a minute.
Yes, I'm
Why do
sorry.
people not fucking tell this shit about Clive Davis, who literally
I don't
had a
know who that
fucking
is.
party where Whitney Houston was still laid
cause
dead?
he's so
Nobody's talking
fight
about that.
I didn't know about
He's a
Or
that.
fight
Phyllis
man.
Hyman, or Janis
Cause
Like,
Joplin.
maybe she's like in her 20s still.
I'm in my 20s.
Not
Yeah.
her. I'm just saying people be
Oh,
riding
okay.
all on
Sorry.
Puffy. It's a lot of them out. Jermaine Dupri is kind of fucked up. If you want to dig into his past, he fucking around with the fucking crisscross boys. If you want to get into that, they're
oh,
all nasty. The whole system is fucked up.
Whoa, wait
oh,
a minute,
Trey,
hold up.
shut up.
Allegedly.
Shut up. Let him go,
that.
bro.
Say that one more time. I didn't
Oh,
quite
I'm
catch
sorry.
that.
So Jermaine Dupri, allegedly, there was like this whole thing, that he was predatorial ish too. Even fucking with the girl from Escape before she was a full 18-year-old adult.
Mm-hmm.
What,
Oh,
Candy?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
he was
Well,
that.
fucking with Candy.
no, listen.
I kind of
A lot of them
about
dudes
that
messing
because
with women. I can't do that.
one of the Scott sisters basically told that story.
I'm just saying they all nasty. So why they pointing out Puffy right now is because he's doing that big ass lawsuit against Seagrams, which is mad Cuba, mad mafia, mad. You can't be fucking with them like that. And
There's
so
two reasons
they
why.
coming for him.
I can give you
Yeah,
two.
they are
Number
coming for
one,
him.
I can give you two reasons. Number one, Diddy is still relevant. Number two,
Nigga,
everybody
why
that
you
probably
always
would
talking
talk
like this
about it
your
probably
channel?
don't know how to use a computer. They're
Puffy
too
ain't
old to
no
know how to use a
relevant.
damn computer.
Stop.
I mean, Puffy
See, that's why
is
I said he was
revolutionary in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? We got to give him credit where credit is due. He did do some amazing,
country.
amazing musical shit. He
Yeah,
knows how
he
to make
did.
something
He
funk
did.
up. But
I
It
do
ain't
feel
he's
sorry
abusive.
for him.
he excelled past music like what 15 years ago when he was doing Ciroc and all that stuff. Like
And he rode the wave of Biggie, rode the wave of Mace,
Yep.
then downhill ever
I
since.
mean, Biggie wouldn't be here for what Diddy.
Shine.
And
I
then
mean, whoa,
Mason
did
Ken
y'all
still
even
Mace
mention
already
how
told the story the other day. Mace
he
told
used
the
to have
story.
an
It is what
affair
it
with
is.
Mary J. Blige? Allegedly, he and Mary J. Blige,
Oh, of
they
course.
was
But
pregnant,
Mary
and
J.
then he
But the thing is,
beat her
Mary
up
J.
allegedly.
She was getting around. I mean, Mary J. At the time, she was, she was dealing with drug issues and stuff like that. She was getting around. A lot of
She
dudes.
was a toss up. Yes,
She was a toss up from Andre
allegedly.
Harrell,
From
Tupac,
Jodeci,
Puffy, all the Odyssey.
Casey.
Like, Diddy said that
But they said that's
MGK was
why
the
he
best
signed
rapper
Mary. That's why he
around.
signed Faith Evans. He was trying to make Mary J.
You
jealous.
said hold on. You said what? Diddy was the what? The best what?
Diddy said that MGK was the best rapper around at the time, and now with
He ain't no
MGK
crazy.
changing directions hugely, that was in a huge part due to Diddy because he knew he could market that better because that's what the industry is looking for right now. They're
Yeah,
not
I
looking for
remember
another
all
white
about
boy
it. I
rapper.
believe
I
you. I
agree.
remember
He's
all
a
about it.
brilliant
Well, yeah, he's
businessman,
supposed to do that. That's his
Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
but he's
no, no,
abusive
I
I,
just think the
allegedly.
MGK
money
talking
went
like
to his
somebody was
head.
coming
I'm
here
just
for him.
stating,
I
like,
think the money went to his head and he didn't use wisdom and
yeah,
he slid through the situation with J Lo when that whole thing went down with Shine and all of that. He slid through that and he was able to come out of that. But he didn't use wisdom. And so now, when you do bad, it comes back to you. And it's coming back to him. Hopefully he can, get himself together. But I just feel sorry for him.
Can I dive in? T. Smith, who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Whoever has the newest stadium, that's who's winning the
the
Super Bowl.
Ravens.
And I live
Nah,
in.
they about to have Jalen
I
Hurts
believe
beat
the
the
Las
hood
Vegas
quarterback.
Raiders are gonna win the Super Bowl because they
Uh,
have the newest stadium, and that's
Oh,
how that goes.
allegedly.
no, I think it's the Ravens.
You said
Nah,
the Raiders?
Ravens gonna
Ravens.
lose.
Raiders.
Ravens, like the
Yeah,
The
bird?
team that just
Ravens.
won
Baltimore
tonight, the
No, baby, it's
Ravens.
Ravens.
gonna be the Las Vegas Raiders. No,
No, it's
No, it
not.
ain't. No, it's
it's
not.
Evan,
They're
definitely gonna
have
done.
be
you
the
been
Las
watching
Vegas
football
Raiders.
lately?
Did you see the
Yeah.
game
I'm gonna put
just
money
now?
on
But
it.
hold
Like
on, we
the
getting on
Ravens
track.
against
If I bet.
Cleveland. Did you guys see what happened to Joe Burrow's hand while he was throwing the
Yeah,
ball?
he sprained his
Oh,
wrist or something and
yeah.
walked off
Philadelphia
the
Eagles
field.
are
It
correct.
looked like someone put like grease on his hand because he like dropped it. It was crazy.
The Eagles, okay. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the
You sprained it
whoever is
before
the
you got
newest stadium, and that's the Las Vegas Raiders, ain't it?
there?
It's gonna be the Raiders.
Trash.
The
That
Eagles are the
team is
bomb.
trash,
They're
bro.
trash. They're not making it. They're
Are you
bad. Their
crazy? They
record is
spent how
bad.
much money on this stadium?
So
They're
Jimmy
gonna
what?
G
win.
is not winning a Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
they're
Okay,
just
so
gonna have a Super
The
Bowl.
Bills is
Whoever
getting
they
a new stadium, so they're going to the Super Bowl next year, 2 years from now.
I love the
Nope.
Eagles. No, listen, I had a friend that used to play for the Indianapolis Colts, and I will not say his name, but he told me how the game goes. He told me that basically it's like chess. Like the football players are literally like human chess moves,
That is
and
so true.
they're told exactly where to go and what to do. Like the coaches be having the headphones in their ear and they tell them what to do, and they're
Yeah.
being told what to do by the dudes up in the
I
top.
don't know.
That's what I was told. And
Do
it's
you
I don't
think
usually the
that
person with the
It's like that
newest
in
Super
every
Bowl
sport.
ball.
but do you think that like because of the
Cena
relationship
might
like between a
agree with
billionaire
that
like
because of the
Taylor Swift
Chiefs.
and like Travis Kelsey is gonna put the Chiefs like
Right,
ahead for
Ebony
some
Knowledge.
reason? Because like Travis Kelsey is now everywhere because of stupid Taylor Swift. So I think that like to get the NFL like more viewers or whatever, they would want to put the Chiefs in. I don't know. I
Yep.
always think it's
It's
rigged.
getting ridiculous with
Yes,
that.
big. You know what I think.
I knew Cena
Did
was
the
going
Chiefs get a new did the Chiefs get a new stadium?
No,
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 Did the Eagles get a new
No.
stadium?
no.
no.
no, same
Who
Your
got
stadium.
a new
theory is
stadium?
wrong.
The Las
Your
Vegas
theory was just a
Raiders.
But
That's
coincidence
who's
for
winning.
she
2 years.
is right
No,
though.
that's
Like
not how
it
it
seems
works.
like every time
Your
it's a new
theory was only
stadium.
correct for 2 years, 2019 and 2020.
No,
No.
when Indianapolis went,
Yep.
wasn't that
They've
versus the
been to that
Chicago
stadium.
Bears back in
That nigga LB don't be knowing
2002
nothing.
or 3?
Yeah. No, she's right. I think.
I'm not making it up. Somebody on the inside told me, so there we go. And I hung out with Jerome Bettis before, and he was a very cool, nice man, very nice young man. We were young. I was in college, and he was super nice.
Oh, you're in your bus.
I
You
wasn't date. No,
you know the bus.
I was the friend with the pretty girl. Like I was the cute home girl with the beautiful girl. I guess whatever. But he was there for her, and there was his homeboy who was supposed to be my so-called date. But
Okay.
I wasn't mixed enough, so we didn't
Hmm.
vibe on that tip. But we had a good time. We were watching Living Single because I think Jerome Bettis was on Living Single, and so we went to his house and watched that episode. Wasn't that dope? Anyway,
Yeah.
super nice
You
man.
hung out with the bus. I thought you got on the bus, rode the bus. Okay.
I was just a very nice, cool, dope MC. I'm a dope ass rapper. That's why. No, but it was no. He was my homegirl. She just had me ride with her. She didn't
Oh,
want
you
to
can
meet up
spit some
with
bars. You can have a battle right here
by
with
herself.
LB.
Yo, Sino. Yo, Sino.
The woman in here has a really beautiful voice.
Yo, I
don't know her
didn't stop
name.
smoking weed.
You said what?
Respect my privacy.
The woman in here, she has a really beautiful voice, and I don't even know her name. The one that we were just talking football about. What's your name?
I think she's talking.
I think she dropped out again.
Oh,
I think.
no. She has such a pretty voice.
You talking about Tamiko?
But
Shamiko?
Who is that?
That's why.
You have a pretty voice.
She shooting her shot.
I am.
Oh my
I knew it. I called it.
I fell in love with her voice. I'm
the one
sorry.
with the black and white picture. What's the one with the black and white?
I'm talking about the woman who's talking
Were
right
you talking
now.
about
Who just
her?
said you?
Or
No, I'm
me?
talking about you.
She talking about the other
girl with
one
the soft
that was
one.
talking.
No,
You're not
it's
talking
just
about me, right?
Talking about you.
you.
Who?
You talking about me or the other girl?
Yes.
Me?
Talking about you.
Ooh, you're hot.
It's the
Wow,
picture.
thank you.
It's the
Damn.
picture. It's a picture black and white.
man, how did this turn into the love connection?
Shut up.
We
Don't get mad
Stop
at me.
interrupting the
This turned into
room.
Power
I'm
Sports.
saying, is
I
it the
LB, this is
black and
Power
white
Sports
I
picture?
right now.
appreciate these beautiful women. I'm
All
sorry.
right. We finna have a freak off.
I was thinking the same shit. I
I'm
was thinking the
sorry.
same shit.
Which one she talking about though? I'm still don't know.
Sino.
Oh, I like
Bring
all
the
the
picture
women's
niggas in
voices
the back
now.
chat.
Oh
Let
yeah.
her riff.
We're gonna put this in the back chat.
Hey, Carsino,
I'm sorry.
you be telling the most amazing
All
stories,
y'all,
bro. I
y'all
really appreciate your show.
Y'all make it picture out there. I can hear how this turned out.
So what y'all
Carsino,
think? What y'all
what
think?
did you
What y'all
do? What
think?
did you exactly do in the industry? Because you be telling hella stories.
Oh, that's a very good story. You know
He's
what
Ray
I did?
Donovan. Y'all don't know?
I stayed the hell out of it.